think so.
Yeah, okay. So this is going to be very stream of conscious because it goes in order as I take the notes. So we started our session with the Ends Watch. We just received badges and accepted our duty as rangers for the Ends Watch. Now we're on a payroll, guys. I said that we still haven't picked a name. We should do that. And we were told by Solite to track down Lilibel the Druid to ask her some advice about our current quarrel, which is with the Moon Clan wolves, and they're kind of dicks. So we decide that we're going to go do that, but first we should probably stock up on supplies. Half the party goes to Nezix to gain those supplies, and about half the party waits around where they see a traveling merchant come into town, and that guy sells tattoos, and it's fucking awesome. So the guy is a dwarf named Durden the Illustrator. I wrote that down. And pretty much everybody ends up getting a tattoo. I think only Artie doesn't, because he was already blessed by the goddess of the moon, so why would he need a tattoo?
Facts.
Claudia gets a little silver coin over her heart, and it buffs her melee. Gideon and Tess get dark vision tattoos up to 60 feet. Gideon gets one on his forearm. Tess gets one on the back shoulder blade. Jerio gets a massive wolf's head on his back to boost his melee even better than Claudia's, and Velen gets a tattoo to gain expertise in Arcana, which is on the back of her neck. Jericho goes to visit Old Knuckle to talk about his change and how he wants to expedite that process. Old Knuckle promises to help him, and if Jericho doesn't show up by the full moon on his own volition, Knuckle will find him to keep him from hurting himself or others. And while Jericho's busy, Claudia goes into the woods to have a nice little spiritual conversation with Velkeen and ask him a few questions. She finds an empty wolf's den and prays there and has a pretty good conversation with the guy who generally yells at Jericho when he reaches out, but he was very calm for Claudia. And while she's there, she connects with the wolves that live there. Wastes another health potion via a handy hop-up to fix one of the injured ones, and they seem to bond over that, and they escort her back to the camp, unbeknownst to her because I rolled really poorly. Tess spends time tending to her shrine, and she practices with the Whip of Fragility that Artie created for her. Claudia and Jericho compare notes about Velkeen's temperament between them, and in the middle of the night, while Jericho and Claudia are on watch, were attacked by giant fucking spiders, which was terrifying, and the dice were not with us, my guys. We rolled so poorly, so frequently, that Velen almost died. But that was okay, because she got a really cool moment where she breaks free of the web grapple with her wings, which apparently she has. That was a big surprise to everybody involved. Artie harvests some poison from the spiders. Liam the vampire joins us in finishing off those spiders. We would have probably died without him. And Artie, when giving out the poison to the melee fighters, doesn't give any to Jericho and makes a kind of a smart-ass remark about it, and Jericho decides to get personal about it, and inter-party conflict ensues. Claudia can't calm him down, and lots of mean things were said about not needing any help, and why don't you just fucking leave the party then? And Claudia's like, okay, we need a little bit of space, so she walks him into the woods, which is, she literally just said, we shouldn't go into the woods alone because it's super dangerous, but, there was a lot going on, and that just felt like the best option. So she takes him to that wolf's den, and the party calms down back at the camp, but in the wolf's den, they have a pretty solid conversation together about Jericho's issues with trust and accepting help from others, and he rolls so badly on his wisdom save that he cries, and it was very sweet. And the wolves come back and give us some deer, which was really nice, and that's where we ended.
Yep.
Did I miss anything?
You forgot about my sick backflip?
When Jericho drops you.
Did you manuscript the VOD?
What?
That was pretty spot on.
I wrote as we were playing. I wrote all of these notes. I wrote as they occurred.
Good for you.
I'm quite impressed.
Thanks.
Probably the best way to remember shit is to write it down as it happens instead of trying to recreate it later, which if I remembered that, I would not need to spend like a day every month redoing my invoice.
I didn't even know you were a note taker, seeing how Saturday was played.
Excuse me?
What?
Ooh.
Wow.
My bad. My bad.
Ooh, ooh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean,
Black eye. Right.
Are you getting attacked by a cat?
Yep, that is correct. He
Mine's
was
just
very
vibing over
sweet.
here, and yours is
He was
just eating your
very
face.
sweet, and then it turns on a dime with him.
Aw.
What an adorable void.
Claudia and Jericho.
Nobody. We didn't make it there.
it was supposed to be Artie because he was working, right?
It was
No,
gonna
it
be.
was
I think it was gonna be
specifically not
Artie and
Artie.
Gideon.
No,
Artie
Gideon
quotes.
was gonna
Gideon and
watch-
Velen were going to be on a watch.
Okay. So was Tess the middle?
Tess was 3, yeah, and Tess is also drunk, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
Tess
that.
was 2.
That's kind of
Tess
that's
was
kind
2, and she gets blitzed just before it because of all of the inter-party
Yeah.
conflict.
of
It's supposed
correct.
to be Tess and Artie, but
Yes.
Artie's got things to do, you know?
That's right. And then,
Sorry, guys.
so it was third watch that was Gideon and Velen.
Mhm.
Okay.
Having trouble?
Shambles.
No.
Ooh, I think I found it.
Second watch.
Oh. Ellen and Gideon are third watch.
Yeah, it's Tess.
Tess solo.
I think it's Tess now.
Mhm.
Sure will. And also, and I
Void?
think Artie's not keeping watch at all, right? Because you're working
Right,
through the
he's
night
busy
on your.
doing. Yeah.
Got my do not disturb sign.
Cool.
up.
This is fine.
You got this. See?
That's
Amazing.
actually not bad.
Hey, wow.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Which one of these is the D1?
So dope.
57.
Yeah, that's a cool day. I like that.
Yeah.
Had to make it rainbow colored for Jamino.
Mm-hmm. I switched mine up a little bit.
See it.
This is a nothing roll. I'm just showing my dice.
Ooh.
I like
Very
it.
cool.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna like kind of drunkenly swagger to the. Oh shoot! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Her- That's her
she's
swagger
gonna
zone.
like drunkenly swagger over to where Artie's tent is, which I believe Artie's tent has like a sign, has like a do not disturb sign on it, right?
Working hard or hardly working. Do not disturb.
She's gonna go, Ari,
Ah.
Ari, Ari.
You're a little-
I'm sorry to distract you. You
Ah, shit.
Sorry.
Pops his
Do you
head
need
out.
like healing or anything?
Yeah, I
Did you get-
didn't even get hit.
Okay. Yeah, I
You
just
doing
figured.
good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm great.
Shit, I'm gonna need some of that stuff that you got in the morning to get through that day.
Okay, just be careful, cause he said it was strong, and I didn't believe him, and I should have.
He sniffed. Yeah, that's some dwarven shit. I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's some Dwarven. It's true.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
you go. Do you want you have guidance? You get kissed by a
I
god.
do.
You're fine.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
guts all over.
Okay,
All
cool.
over.
Okay. All over the place. All right. Bye.
Good. Okay, bye.
You hear more
As-
clanking going around? Good.
As you have finished your watch, third watch. And while we go to third watch, I would like Claudia and Jericho to roll me perception at disadvantage. As they are
Okay.
resting.
Oh, I thought it was going to be through the tears in our eyes.
Could be that too.
Disadvantage, you said?
Disadvantage.
Watcha. Oh, great.
That's a no. That's a 3. All right.
I should have put the no.
Jericho?
On my... She's
Little
really
distracted.
occupied. Yeah, very, very distracted.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Perception disadvantage, please.
Yep. I'm rolling.
That's better.
A 13. Okay. As I always love to say, and you all love to hear,
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Oh, I hate you.
Cool. Fine.
Okay, so
Third watch. Is this circle intentional?
I
No,
don't-
it is accidental, and I can't figure out how to get rid of
drunk
it.
I
tests,
gotcha.
just doing spells and shit in the campfire.
Just a
Yeah,
fairy
that's
fire.
Yeah, it's fine. Just trying to figure out how to do thaumaturgy. Going
There's, like,
great.
There's random earthquakes and a couple like night owls just fluttering out of trees from the rumbling of the earth. Third watch. Either one of you can give me perception with advantage, or both of you can roll me perception.
I'm pretty good at perception.
yeah, you can do it with advantage. I want to RP though.
Yes, me too. But figure out how to do advantage.
Hold shift when you click it.
Ryan. There we go.
Oof, those are cool.
14.
Right.
All right, roll me a D100, please.
I hope that's a good one.
Good number.
32.
No idea.
Okay,
She's
hold
gonna
on.
be kicking some raccoons again.
No!
Gonna become a blight on the raccoons of Amaranth.
Okay, pause on RP.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Let's see
Yeah,
what this
this
is.
is a thing.
Yeah.
I need you to re-roll. That doesn't work.
Okay.
It's not possible here. 92.
Ooh, that's what we rolled last
That's
time
good.
for the encounter.
It was a
Uh-oh.
dangerous encounter last time. Okay.
No, don't
Uh,
you
Oh
laugh.
no.
You two can go ahead and play out the scene as you would.
Gideon posts up and takes the watch. And when it gets a little closer to dawn, he'll start making coffee on the campfire. For the two
Bless.
of them. Yeah. Kind of keep them up for this last stretch to dawn. And sit it down and just kind of look Velen over and ask her. So, how are you doing?
Well, I almost died.
That's a pretty close thing.
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know if I've been that close before. I mean, I've been in fights, you know, but I was pretty beat up.
Yeah, it's a little different when you can feel it breathing right down your neck.
Yeah.
Well, glad we were here and it didn't play out like that.
Me too. Kinda spent my whole life turning my back on that. But it was still there when I called on it.
By that, you mean the wings? Kind of pantomimes, Flappy Bird wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't say I've ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah. The gift, I guess.
Seemed like it to me, from where I was standing.
Well, in that context, it was. The gods don't really give anything away for free. It's
Who does?
yeah. It's in the blood, and it comes with expectations, and I ain't ever been good at those.
Yeah, well, I figure people who end up out back of Hunting Lodge aren't real good at sticking around, you know?
Yeah. And he says I've got to figure out what I want. And it's the hardest thing anybody's ever asked me to do, and it makes me mad. Because why is that hard?
Gideon chuckles at that and then looks apologetic.
No, it is funny. It is funny.
Well, you're not wrong, though. I think sometimes the hardest battles are the ones you fight inside yourself.
Hell. Thanks
Hmm.
for
Well,
the coffee and for checking in.
Of course. Well, you just let me know if you need anything. Kind of awkwardly pats near her shoulder.
You're a very kind man.
Am I?
Well, if you're not, you're doing a real good impression.
Thank you, man.
And I know impressions.
Yeah, I bet you do. You'll have to do some night for me.
I will. I will do that. I have to come up with something funny. I don't have anything right now.
I feel like Artie's too easy a target.
Do me. You hear from the tent.
Gideon laughs again.
Bella laughs too. And scratches the back of her head.
Want
It's
some
hard, I
coffee?
know. Yes? Just a hand pops out of the tent.
Just pour coffee in his hand. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Gideon gives him his cup when he's done with it because he only has so many camp mugs. Sorry.
No problem.
But it's got fresh coffee.
Sweet. This will get me through the rest of this. I'm almost done. I think I got this.
All right.
You hear a little. Yeah, it's almost done.
All right. Well, let's get these people up and get on with the day, I guess.
Yes, so.
Meanwhile,
In a while.
in the wolves' den,
Okay.
the two of you are resting in the comfort of the wolves' den. It is warm in here as your body heat is reflected back onto you, and you feel safe. You feel at ease, both of you do. And as you're both resting, there is the sudden sound that alerts you as a woman goes, "Knock, knock."
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Is that a familiar voice?
Oh fuck!
It is familiar to you, Claudia.
Sorry. So did we get a short rest?
Yeah, you had a short rest.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
fuck.
that doesn't help me. I still don't have any shifting. Okay. Well, hearing that, Claudia will spring from her reposed position and search for the source of that voice.
Yeah, she's not hiding.
She's just at the entrance.
Standing in the opening to the den, you see a woman that looks like this.
Kind
She's,
of good looking.
I know. I'm upset about it.
of course,
Same.
Okay.
she has one arm up on the hood of the den, and she's looking in at both of you. She says, "Thought I smelled you here."
Who are you?
You were looking?
I was. The name's Vera. We haven't been introduced.
Generally, we hear your kind attack on sight, so it's hard to make introductions.
Not all of us. Some of us are professionals.
Do you
What
know how to be
is-
polite?
I do, when it's useful to me. And at the moment, I see no reason to, start something foolish.
Claudia will look at Jericho.
He
A
wipes
similar vibe of don't start something foolish.
He wipes his face and the sleep from it. What do you want then?
First, you two look like you've seen trouble.
Yeah, she's standing in front of us.
I knew I liked you.
I'll just
Yeah.
give her the eye.
Yeah, you do fine. You do nicely. I've come with a couple choices.
Choices.
Mm-hmm. I offer safety in numbers.
Alright.
You need a pack. I can smell it on you.
I don't know what you think you smell, but you don't know what we need. And since you bring choices, that means we can say no. Or is that not
You
an
can
option?
say no, yes, of course. But on your flesh, I smell the beast. And you need someone to show you how to control it. How to use it.
And that's you.
Could be. You could be with that tired old man.
I think I'll try my chances with the tired old man.
I thought you might. Which brings us to option 2. And you see she kind of tilts her head and nods. And rounding around the corner is another man. This one you don't recognize. But I need you to roll me a perception again, Claudia. At advantage, because it's not for sight.
14. Oh, good thing. Another fucking natural one. It's the
So why
opposite
was
of my
mine
luck
at
last time.
disadvantage before?
It
I
was
forget.
both of yours were at disadvantage before
We were
because you were
sleeping.
sleeping.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You see a man who looks like this.
He's a stud too.
I know.
Jesus.
This is
Are
the
all your
fucking
characters just
Abercrombie
hot?
and Fitch models
Smoke
fucking
shows.
coming out of the goddamn woodwork. All right.
Jesus.
Damn, dog.
Uh-huh.
I see what you did there. Damn that.
So he's not familiar to me. I didn't see him.
As he emerges and he's in such close proximity to you, you smell charcoal. He's standing next to Vera, and he just kind of looks over at her, and she says, "Well, introduce yourself." And he looks over at the two of you and he says, "The name's Raynor. And you don't look like
You-
much to me."
You did that.
I did what?
You did it. You did. You did that to Darlene.
The red whelp.
The little girl.
I did. Does that make you angry?
Let's find out.
Oh man.
He bites his lip and
Good.
holds back his anger. He kind of looks at Claudia.
You come offering choices. Did you give her one?
Rainer kind of looks up and around at the forest. And then Vera says, "No. But you're more valuable.
Because I'm not
Or you could be.
10.
Because you have the blood already. You could be a child of the moon. As free as you could ever be." And Rainer, looks at her and says, "Are we really wasting our time with these two?" And she just looks at him and says, "Are you really wasting my time right now?" And Rainer immediately, you can almost see, his shoulders were puffed, his chest was out, and he just immediately shrinks.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at the two of you again and says, "As you can see, I'm in charge."
Clearly.
So, if we say no, do you just walk away? Is that the end of this?
I know what you smell like. If I need to find you again, I can. I just wanted to get a read on the two of you and let you know there's always at least one of us nearby.
I saw you in the woods last
I know
night.
you
You
did.
walked. No, you walked right by us because the moon protected us. It seems that we can be children of the moon without your influence.
Damn!
She actually laughs. She says, "I like the balls on her." Noted.
Do you follow Valkeen?
Of course.
He supports you in all you do?
I don't know if I could go that far. But he always talks about us making our choices and growing from them.
How do you think he'd feel if he saw his children fighting?
You don't have to fight. You could see our way as the right way.
Sorry you
Freedom.
did to Thomas.
Well, this is a war, child. Messages need to be sent.
And you
What?
expect us to tell your message?
No? I expect you to see clearly that if you come with us, you could be as free and protected as you want.
There's no such thing as free with you when you turn children who don't ask for this life. Or worse than anything they could ever be.
Freedom goes to those with strength, fool. Those who can take it for themselves, those who can defend it. They have the freedom of power. The child was a means to grow, and she would have learned that the curse is a gift. And you could learn that too.
I want
Seems like-
nothing from you. I'd rather be a slave than have your kind of freedom.
Seems like the only spot in your hierarchy that has freedom is yours, Vera.
Only
The
for
top.
those that don't listen to me. But as far
That
as
doesn't sound
slavery
like freedom.
goes, I'm sure that can be arranged too. I'll be seeing you all around. And she just kind of nods.
Vera,
Yeah?
I know what you smell like too.
I look forward to you finding me. Go on, Tracker. Show me what you got. And she turns into a enormous brown grizzled bear. and lurches, the man next to her turning into a full-on wolf, bounding after her. The sounds of them breaking through the brush fills the night air with... Suddenly you realize there's no sounds of any other creatures. And you look down in the den and the wolves are gone.
God help her if she touched my wolves.
What do you do?
I'm gonna creep out of the den and see if I can see any sign of them.
Roll survival or perception. Either one.
Survival. Okay.
You see the tracks of a grizzly bear and a great wolf. And they're heading north.
Okay. I look back at Jericho. What do we do?
We go back to the lodge.
They might follow us.
And
Fair point.
we're in no condition to stop them.
It's true. Right now? In the dark?
No. Let's finish our sleep. If they wanted to do something, they would have done it.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, thinking's not my strong point.
I'd like both of you to roll perception as you're talking to each other.
Nope.
Bad.
Claudia, as you're looking at Jericho, and he is leaning over to reset up the small little nest where he was resting in, you catch on the back of his neck, just at the top of his shoulder blade, right above the tattoo, there's a symbol, a small brand of raised skin.
What does it look like?
Looks like a perfect circle with a line going through it.
Does it seem familiar to me?
You can roll Arcana.
That's gonna go well. Actually, not that bad. I have +2 in it. Hey!
Okay. With a 15, you're not proficient in Arcana, unfortunately.
I am.
But this... Oh, you are?
For some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
I am proficient in Arcana.
There are natural magics that you've heard of or read about at some point, maybe through skimming through Velen's book at some point, or when you were trying to understand a child's story. You read about a blood mark, the sort of mark that natural magics could use to track someone or find someone.
I reach out and touch the back of his neck, my thumb over the mark, and I
It's a
feel
little bit
the
raised.
raised mark.
It looks as though he was burnt there, but Jericho, you don't feel any pain.
What are you doing?
When did this happen?
What is this? I feel my neck, and I guess I feel the same thing.
Yeah, it feels like slightly, just like bumps a little bit. You can't really tell the shape of it.
They got a blood mark on you, and I don't know when.
Can I search her to see if she's got one?
Roll
let him.
investigation.
Hi.
You're looking for something specific. That is investigation.
I'm proficient in this.
Hey, we're learning all sorts of stuff about ourselves today.
I'm glad you all know your
Not
character
so
so
bad.
well. A 15. That doesn't meet the DC. You don't see one.
Fuck.
Do you think that they'd have to touch us to cause this to happen? Or just
Neither one of them
interest?
touched me.
I know, that's why I'm confused. You weren't close.
Alright, let's go back to the lodge now.
Maybe it
We
wasn't
can still
them.
catch... Somebody at the lodge can tell us.
Jericho. Maybe it wasn't them.
Then who?
Who do you think's trying to find us? We need to go now.
Block. Alright, let's go.
We can't be alone ever.
We'll head back to the lodge now.
You know the way.
I have my axe ready at all times.
That's fair. As you guys
Same.
are heading toward the lodge, every once in a while, you hear the break of a branch a bit farther behind you.
I'm percepting as much as possible to see if we're being followed by the
Well, I was using your
suspected
passive
suspects.
perception, but now go ahead and roll.
Okay. My passive perception isn't great. My roll might be better.
Same.
It is not.
Same for me or no?
I'm very jostled right now!
So you heard the crack that sounded like someone was following you, and the instant you heard it, you started trying to pay attention, but the anxiety takes over. And you just can't. You might be being followed, there might be more than one, there might be nothing. It might just be creatures in the trees. You don't know what it is.
Roll for panic attack.
I'm there, bitch!
As the third watch comes to a completion, Jericho and Claudia break through the tree line. They seem... It doesn't require a high insight check to tell their anxiety is running high. But you would emerge from these trees, behind Artie's tent.
Gideon was on his feet as soon as he heard them, even before they broke out of the trees. And he sees them come through and furrows up his brow. What's wrong?
Lots of things.
Yeah.
Vera. Blood marks. I don't know.
Valen? Can you look at this, please?
Sure.
And she's gonna turn Jericho's shoulders so that the mark is visible.
It looks like a slightly raised welt of a perfect circle with a line going straight through at a diagonal.
I think it's a means of tracking.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Yes.
I'm gonna run out. Oh, actually, no, I used it already. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, is your guidance?
Yeah.
19.
It's not bad.
At a glance, this is a natural
Oh,
sigil.
can I hit the long rest button?
I was just asking that.
No.
Damn.
You have one more watch to complete before you complete your
Okay,
long
then
rest.
this is at disadvantage then, isn't it?
Okay, it is. You are
So I
exhausted.
gotta roll it.
Tattoos.
I gotta roll it again.
I'm gonna assume me and Jericho didn't get a long rest that night either, did we? Oh,
Damn
hey!
So a
All right,
19.
so it's still a 19.
This is a natural sigil. A natural spell that may have been cast by a ranger or a druid or a particularly naturally inclined cleric or paladin. You don't know exactly what the spell is, but you know that it comes from the terrestrial magic of the world around you. It's not
Is that the
divine.
druid?
Do I know what it is?
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll either Arcana or a survival check.
Wow. Damn.
With a 24, Gideon, you've heard of this sort of magic. You've maybe even tempted to look into it yourself at times. It is... It's called a blood brand. It is the sort of thing that you put on someone so you know where they are. And you can track them over hundreds of miles.
You got a blood brand on you.
Do you know how it's put there? Does it
With
have
a
to be
t-
touch?
With a 24, you know that the person instilling the blood brand has to harm themselves slightly and focus on the target. They do not
Like
have to touch them.
It's like a blood hunter thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's blood magic. somebody put it on you so they'd know where you were at all times, even
Well,
from far away.
Is there a way
I-
to clear it?
I couldn't find one, but can you search Claudia?
I lift my arms up to give them opportunity to check me.
Getting
mean-
turns away. That's
No offense. I think that they're probably making the assumption if they find one of you, they find both.
That's true.
Whoever is looking for you.
But that means if there's one on me and we get
Well,
rid of
it's-
Jericho's,
I mean, I'll look.
we can
it's
go
just
a
magic.
tent.
It could probably be dispelled, or
You think a dispel, a powerful one, could get rid of it?
yeah, that's what he was saying.
With an
But
8
shit.
Velen, you just kind of go.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, can I at least check the same spot on my body?
There's no bumps there.
So,
I pat at the back of her neck like I'm patting a cat.
There's nothing there.
Yeah,
so, two things. Besides the blood brand, which is, I would like that removed as soon as possible, if you guys would help us. And we encountered Vera and Raynor last night.
Oh, great.
They found us, strangely with ease.
Well, you did take off into the woods in the middle of the night by
I know.
yourselves.
I'm sorry.
You've got a blood brand on you.
Not from them.
Well,
How do you know that?
is the theory, but
I mean, no. That's an actual question that I am asking. How do you know they didn't put a blood brand on you?
Yeah, they don't have to touch you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
does that kind of magic remind us of anybody we knew in our previous time?
Roll history.
Okay, I will roll 2 if this is fine.
Yeah, it's you have a shared history.
This is my third natural one tonight, guys.
17, Jericho. There was one person that loitered about that definitely always smelled of blood, that seemed to have no real trading or affiliation, like with the sharing of their blood. But they were always... They made you nervous, as they wore hides. Everything that they carried was natural. Everything that they did seemed bestial in nature. But they weren't a lycanthrope, because why would they have you? They weren't normal. With that being said, you could see that maybe they might have done something like this, or they were a completely different sort of magic. You don't know.
It could be the Moonies, and that makes sense that they'd be tracking us because they find us wherever they want to and whenever they want to.
I don't think that they need this type of magic to find us,
Also possible.
considering the scent we give and what they can do.
I think we could settle this. Hold on. And Claudia's going to go towards the lodge.
Okay. It is busy.
An effort to find Liam. Is it too bright for him to be here?
No, it's still the night. It's like 3 in the morning right now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of.
Okay, she's gonna go find
watch.
Liam.
You can hear the tavern is busy. There's all sorts of the late night folk here. Drinks are being poured, food's being served. There is cheerful conversation.
Can you yank me into the house so I don't have to go all the way around?
You better run.
Yeah.
Them legs.
You know that this area here is like where they do the tanning, and you know the kitchen is through these doors.
Okay. Oh, great. I didn't even realize that was a door. Okay, just...
Am I the only one who's paused? Do I need to refresh?
Yes.
Yep.
God
Yes,
dang
you
it.
do.
I just walk into the kitchen.
So Liam is currently like working, and he comes back into the kitchen, and he says, "Oh, good evening, Miss Claudia. Can I help you?"
Excuse me. I need help. And I think you're the only one here who could help me.
Oh, because of my bartending skills, huh?
She smiles a little bit.
Oh, okay, what is it? Yes, I am here to help.
Do you know anything about blood brands?
Let me roll for him.
What just happened to Foundry?
It's working for me.
Yeah, I'm still good.
Broke for me.
It's your turn to reload.
Yep. Reloading.
You get a
Everybody.
reload.
Yep.
And you get a reload.
Oh. Hold on a minute.
I
Have
think
to
he's
find
gonna be
the
good.
right
He had like a plus 14 to the last thing he rolled.
I have heard some things, yes. What, why do you ask?
My brother has one.
Shit. Okay. You've
Is
been
your
messing around with the
kind-
right crowd, huh?
Never. Does your kind tend to
Can
traffic in such things? You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. I attempt the humor to waylay the suspicions that I hear every day. Sorry. A blood brand is not the sort of thing I would do, or any of my family.
Of course not.
It's a bit darker magic than I like to participate in. Also a bit more natural. I favor my own magic from my bloodline, sorcery, that sort of thing. Do you know the
How
symbol?
much? Yes, it's a circle with a line through it.
Yeah. That is the tracking mark.
Yes. Liam, how much do you know about the Edavanes?
You see, he is surprised that you say this name. How do you know about the Edavanes? That's not a casual name to be throwing around in the back kitchen of a tavern.
History.
Okay. You need to make me a promise here, Claudia. Anything I tell you, you don't tell anybody else. For the sake of my own reputation. You understand?
Your reputation and my life are on the line here.
Well,
I promise.
my reputation is my life, because, I'll be around for a long time and people, they hear things. And once your reputation, you get the point. Let's go outside. And he follows you out. He shuts the door behind him, and he turns and he looks at you. And he takes on a much more serious demeanor. And he says, "Look, the Edavanes are cold and heartless kindred. I am concerned how it is you know their name, but I will not pry, as I suspect the answer to be distasteful. They are venatory vampires of the worst kind. They take people into slavery, use them for their games, gladiatorial sorts of things. If they placed a blood mark on your brother, it might be a real problem.
Agreed.
The first thing you do," and he reaches into his bag, and he begins palming coins, and he says, "You head down to the outsider. You wake up Nezik. You tell him I sent you. Get yourselves an amulet of protection from divination. Okay?
Will that stop the blood tracking?
It will stop any tracking.
Okay.
It's probably going to be about 200 gold pieces." And he, gives you a handful of gold. And he says, "I expect repayment when you can. But this is important if the Edavanes are tracking you. You solve it now.
Yes.
I don't want them in my back fucking yard. I've run from that war decades ago. I don't need it again.
I understand.
Okay. He might not answer the door right away, but just pound louder. You will wake him up.
Okay. She takes the gold, and when she takes it, she also just unexpectedly hugs him.
It's look. I'm looking out for the interest of my city and my friends. You're a friend now, yes?
Yes.
Good. Go get your brother and go get himself secured.
Okay, thank you.
And as you're leaving, like, Liam's like, fuck.
Sorry.
And then he goes back inside.
Claudia comes sprinting back. If you guys want to have like a conversation while Claudia was doing that, feel free. Because Jericho was just standing there like, I caused turmoil last time I was here.
I was gonna say I'd go with you, but then everything broke for me.
Oh, buddy. That's fine.
Okay, so Claudia comes sprinting back. Was there anything... You're still on third rest, you guys. Like, you haven't completed the long rest yet. You keep rolling
we've
shit.
been trying to get through. Wait, who rolled shit?
You just rolled a 92.
Yeah, but nothing happened on my watch. This was.
To this place.
Oh.
92
So it
was
was
what we
shit
rolled
for
last
us.
time for this fight.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
90
the scariest
so-
thing Echo's said in a while.
I kind of
This
wish it
place.
had, so that I could have been. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Claudia comes sprinting back.
We need to go. To the Outsiders Witness now.
Who does?
Now?
What are you talking about?
Me do, I do, we do. You can come if you want, but I have to go now. And I have to bring
Alright.
Jericho with me.
Okay.
I have to get
Have fun.
something. She's gonna
Couldn't-
grab Jericho's hand and just drag him.
If you're going by Tarly's, I need a belt and a few leather straps if you got
It's 3 in the morning, Artie!
Oh,
Charlie's
shit.
not awake.
Okay.
I guess we go.
I kind of don't.
She's actually gonna stop as she reaches like the edge of the camp. And she looks back at Velen and she says, "Can you come with us, please?
Yeah, I don't really want to leave you unattended.
I don't want to be unattended either."
Gideon, I'll be right back, okay?
Don't worry, camp should be fine. I think we killed all the spiders in the area.
Do not say that. You're tempting the wrath of the whatever. Just
Yep.
be quiet. I'll be back in a minute. Oh.
Tess,
I think being facetious.
We are yelling right outside your tent, Tess.
yeah,
so
Tess, there's a
it's
lot
kind of up
going
to
on
you.
here. If you wake up, it's totally understandable. But you
Tess
were
is
drunk.
lit.
It's on you.
You're mute, Tess.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, am I awake for the, like...
You're
I
can
shit
help-
right now.
Roll a perception
will-
at disadvantage,
yeah.
but the DC's like 8.
Okay.
Otherwise,
fair.
you're just out.
I mean, she is very drunk, so there is that. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oof. You are.
And that's a 20!
It
so
did
that's
the
a
wah
fine.
wah!
She's asleep. She's asleep.
Okay, Tess, you sleep through it. You're just too drunk. The fact that you put the womp womp is hilarious. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring the map to Endsmeet real quick as you guys
Meow.
are running over to the Outsider's Witness.
What a busy night for this party.
No shit. All right.
For some of us.
Who's going to the Outsider's Witness? Jericho,
I
Claudia?
asked Velen to come with us.
Yeah, Velen's going.
If anybody follows, Claudia's not going to stop them.
Okay.
Belen is going with them.
Where's the Outsider's Witness?
It's right here.
Meow.
All right. Jericho, you're there as well. As is Velen. All right. You come. There are a few individuals out at night in Endsmeet. The single tall lantern in the center of town glows brightly, illuminating farther down the streets than you would expect it to. And as you approach the front door to the Outsider's Witness, you see that the curtains are drawn. It's locked up tight.
She pounds on the door.
Hold on. There is a moment's pause. How aggressively are you pounding?
Desperately.
There is a long moment's pause, and then you hear, "What? It's like
Nezik,
3 in the
Liam sent
morning!"
Liam sent us. Please open the door.
What? Ugh. There, like, a light comes on as a lantern's lit on the second story, and then the window pops open, and you see Nazik's face in, like, a long black cloak and a nightcap leaning over the side of his head as he looks out and he says, "Who sent you?
Liam.
Why? It's
We
3
need
in the...
something.
Aye.
Yeah, obviously it's important.
This is the most uncomposed I've ever heard this lizard man, and I love it.
He, like, you, like, as he goes away from the window, you hear, "That black-blooded son of a bitch." Door.
I love this side of him.
As there's a moment's pause, lights come on behind the closed curtains. You can see it shining around the side. And he opens the door. You can see he's in a full, like, black nightgown. And he's looking at you and he says, "Say that again."
I need an amulet against detection and scrying, please.
Aye. Why? Now?
Take a wild guess.
Come in. I don't care. And he's turns around. He like stumbles over a stool that was near like a bunch of shoes, and he's like swearing as he goes back behind the counter.
I like this side of you, Nezik.
Half awake side. He goes in the back. There's some cluttering and rattling around until finally he says, "You're in luck. I only have one left."
Great. Please give it to my brother. I can pay for it. I have 200 gold coins with me right now.
You have 200 gold right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a good deal. I accept this. And he puts it on Jericho's head. It is a simple silver. It's like a simple.
I hope it's not silver.
Calm down.
Ah!
Calm down. It is a simple filigree amulet with a blue sapphire in the middle. It seems to be like made of brass, and it as soon as you put it on, I don't know if it's attunement. I need to check.
It is attunement.
Okay. It doesn't seem to do anything to you. And Nezik says, "You think about that for 1 hour, and then you'll be safe from prying eyes. Give me the gold."
She hands it over, and she shakes his hand profusely.
Okay,
Where did you get the money?
I'll explain it when we get back.
It's not my problem. You all have nice night. I'm going back to bed.
Thank you.
Get out of the store. And you notice that as the lights were on, there was some effect missing, as it just looked like a barn.
Oh shit! Dude lives in a barn and has just been lying out his ass. All right, cool. All
Told
right.
you, don't trust the lizard folk.
Ooh, racist.
As
Racist.
you leave, he shuts the door behind you. You hear it lock. And as the lights go out, and Nezik goes back to bed and doesn't say another word to you.
Claudia sighs in relief, and she says to Jericho, "We'll be safe in an hour? If they haven't... I don't know how the blood brand works, but I don't know if it's a general direction or it gives an exact location, but we might have to deal with this later."
No idea how long it's been on you.
No, we don't know.
Could be on their
Because
way
strangely,
here
you
now.
don't spend a lot of time staring at the back of your own neck.
No?
Most never.
Can I look at you? Maybe if it was the worst case scenario, it wasn't the Moon Clan who put this on Jericho. That's the good alternative here. If you have one, then we might be able to safely expect that it's the Moon Clan and we can deal with that, but can I look at you, please?
I welcome all attention.
Can I inspect her?
Yeah.
I mean, she has a tattoo on the back of her neck.
She does.
Ironic, she has an eye on the back of her neck saying that.
As
Not really
okay,
an eye.
with a
It's more
22
geometric.
investigation, you don't see a
Yes,
mark
that's an eye.
anywhere on Velen. And as you're looking, there's like an old crotchety voice from around the corner as Sadie the groundskeeper passes by and says, "These confounded new folks messing with each other in the middle of the street. When I was a child, we did that sort of thing at home. pretending to be physicers was normal, but you at least did it in the privacy of your own rooms. And she wanders off down the street.
Claudia doesn't pay her any mind, even though I think that's hilarious.
That lady
And
thinks
she's-
we're playing doctor in the middle of the street.
What is
Claudia-
this called, Deco?
Huh?
What am I adding to my inventory?
It's a amulet,
Amulet of-
proof against or
Protection against divinity
And
divinations. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
thank
it.
Claudia will look. She'll look at you and say, "There's nothing there," and she'll look disappointed.
I mean, there wasn't anything on you either, so I don't know why you would. What difference me would make?
Because if it was you, that means it's just the moon clan tracking us, and we already knew that, so it's not like.
I don't understand why you think that this is proof of anything.
I don't know what to think right now, Valen.
I think that you probably need to get a little more sleep.
Yeah, I do.
It's been a rough night.
I'm sorry about everything.
I appreciate the apology. I don't think it's you who needs to make it. But it's fine. We have not all been there in terms of exactly where you two are, but it's fine.
Do you
Let's
know how hard
get
it
back
is to
camp.
sleep when there are people talking outside your window?
Sorry.
Go home!
Good night, Desic! Go home.
Okay. Meow.
All right, you guys return to the Cedarkin Lodge.
I think this is our tent.
You see a spring come shooting out of the top of Artie's tent and going about 100 feet into the air. I didn't need it anyways. Forget it.
Oh.
They always give
You
you
picked the
extras.
right
in
night to
package.
stay awake all night, Artie.
Yeah,
I
no shit.
know. Let's get another random encounter for watch 4.
There's gonna be. Go ahead. Who is on fourth watch?
Nobody's left.
Okay. There is no individual making a watch on fourth watch,
What?
which means I
We have 6
will
people.
roll your D100.
Can I like make it a disadvantage?
No, you're
kind of?
working.
Okay. Did Velen do a watch yet?
She did it with Gideon.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 5.
It's either real good or real bad, or nothing at all.
Which is also real good.
It's
More spiders.
all of you are asleep. I'd like everyone, well, except for Artie. I'll allow Artie to roll perception disadvantage as well, but everybody else roll perception disadvantage as you're asleep.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Is this a perception check relating to the terrain around us?
No.
Rangers
I like
always
your-
trying to get their favorite terrain in there.
I like where your head's at.
What to be able
Claudia's
to roll?
fucking paranoid.
Tess is lit up just hearing everything.
But she didn't hear us yelling outside her tent.
No, she slept through that.
Okay.
So many cool.
There are a lot of cool dice. So that's a 9, that's a 10, that's a 17.
17.
Been a fucking 20 if it weren't at disadvantage.
I rolled an 18.
You did roll an 18.
I hear
okay.
it all.
Anyone who rolled a 16 or better. There is a shuffling, scratching noise coming from the edge of the forest. And Tess, you kind of sit up to look, and
Does
in
it
the
trigger my
weird-
alarm?
Where's your alarm?
It would be right down this. 1 second. It would be right down this block line to the. You see where the bottom right corner of my tent is?
Yeah.
That line to the right side of it would be just running down that right side. It only didn't trigger because we were fighting spiders that were in trees.
Yeah, it would trigger.
Oh god.
Okay. So
God.
audibly out loud, you hear wow, 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 wow.
Okay, Tess, you see the chubby little body of a raccoon
Nah!
suddenly go as this alarm goes off and scatter back into the trees.
God damn it, you guys!
Oh, is raccoon? It's fine.
Is
It's
it
fine,
more spiders?
guys. No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just a raccoon. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going back to work then.
At
Where's
the
the
Yes.
raccoon?
I went away. I was scared by the alarm. Go back to sleep. Oh,
God
hey, you're
damn
back.
it.
Go. Get to sleep. Just sleep. God. Oh, everything is so loud. Go to sleep.
You
If
still
you're
hear the wow, 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 wow.
Turn it off, Artie.
It's about like 15 seconds and it'll go off on its own.
Yeah, everyone's
Tess
awake
is like groping
now.
around for something to badly throw in your direction,
It's the raccoon.
like a little clod of dirt, and then
You kind of hear
God
this
damn.
of dirt just clattering against the outside of your tent. At the end of fourth watch, all of you can press the long rest button.
Watch that raccoon be like the BBEG campaign. It's just spying on us.
It's actually Valkeen, just in shapeshifter form.
I'm
The
glad I
god
got a long
Valkyrie is
rest.
the villain. Okay. Noted.
Yes. No.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do that.
Oh my gosh. We had such plans, and now we were gonna go talk to a druid. Ugh.
oh, DM, do you want me to roll for hangover?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a
Constitution
con
saving
save,
throw?
yeah.
7.
You are hungover.
Oh boy.
You are at disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Okay.
And you take 1 point of psychic damage because of the alcohol you drank was so
Copy.
Before we leave the
What the?
tent, Claudia will look at Jericho and squeeze his hand and say, "Please apologize. Jericho, even if you don't mean it, we need their help right now."
Give me a persuasion check. DC is 16.
Oof. Oof.
I always roll really good. I always roll really good persuasions when it's with Jericho.
Makes sense. He's your brother.
You have. I think you've aced every persuasion check against him.
Yep.
Every single one.
I think at this point, you're going to get a situational modifier that when you're attempting to persuade or deceive your brother, you're at advantage.
Yep.
That, I love it.
Make a note of that.
Artie,
Shit.
you see Artie run out of his tent, and on his hand, he has what looks like a half leather and metallic glove that you see the Banasite crystal hanging on the top of it, almost like it's an infinity gauntlet from Marvel. And he says, I fucking did it again. I just keep, I keep outshining myself. I don't know how I'm going to continue to progress at this level. It's unbelievable. And I start Eldritch blasting in the sky.
God.
Yeah!
So you see a stream of black, like, energy with a little bit of purple swirl around it, just shooting off. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my,
It's
that's
amazing.
Tess, can we like just
It's amazing.
softly?
Okay.
It's
Don't you
really
have
cool though.
magic
Into
for
the
that?
dirt.
I'm really proud of you. Oh, my head hurts so much.
I'm
you
so
have lesser
fucking tired.
restoration.
That's a pretty big spell. Oh.
What?
Lesser
Artie,
restoration.
you are exhausted, but you have your all-purpose tool. And as you are hurling eldritch blasts
for
up into
hangovers.
the sky,
You hit an eagle and it just.
no, you don't hit any birds.
Whew.
What was I going to say? It is gone. The train of thought
Stop.
has been derailed. Ugh. We'll get back to it.
Forgive me.
We going skeet shooting today, boys.
Before
I
we
thought
leave
we
the
were-
tent,
Mhm.
Jericho will look at Claudia and just, fine, but in my own time.
As long as your own time is like 10 minutes from now.
Can't rush these things. It
We
has
can't-
to feel right, or I can't do it.
We can't expect these people to help us if you piss them off so much.
I know. But it either has to come natural, or it just doesn't work.
I'm willing to compromise here. I'm even asking you to lie so that they'll help us. I don't even need you to mean it.
He just laughs and pats you on your head.
I'm serious, Jericho.
I know you are, and that's why it's funny.
Either we make nice with these people and build something, or we might need to find safety elsewhere. And she gives you a meaningful look.
Vera
I'll
was pretty high.
apologize. No. Come on, let's go.
As you walk out of your tent, you just see Artie pew 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 into the dirt and just
You're writing his name.
Elder Splash.
Tess,
How'd you? Hmm?
roll me a perception check, which is unfortunately a disadvantage because you are.
Fine. Cool.
Ooh, pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
A 17. You kind of glance over to that small clearing where you had created your little shrine. And there's a sprout.
Tess runs over to it.
Was it just a
Immediately.
stump before? What was
No,
it?
it was like
She
difficult
planted
soil.
It was difficult soil. She planted an acorn in very difficult soil, and there is a small sprout with 2 little leaves just peering up out of the dirt.
Oh, thank you. I needed this today. She's gonna take out a little bit of holy water and sprinkle another drop of it. Say a little prayer.
You see that as the water strikes it, the leaves visibly kind of raise up just a little, as plants are wont to do.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I hope you love it. I think you'd like it. That's good. That's good. You guys, my shrine is growing.
Oh, that's great, Tess.
Yeah.
Gideon goes to look and appreciate the plant.
It is a sprout.
Trees. Usually trees take a lot longer to sprout, right? You know about plants, right? You know about plants, Gideon?
I am familiar with plants in some capacity. I am aware that grass exists, for instance, and he's gonna go pat the grass.
I've touched it before.
Yep.
Touching grass.
Go touch grass.
I know what pine trees smell like. Let's see.
Expert.
It's not good to build shit with. That's all I know.
Trees, grass, plants.
Pine.
Wood, different story, but grass, anything like that, leaves, no good. I've tried. Doesn't
Well, there
work.
you go. We got 2
That can-
experts.
I appreciate the leaf that you gave me, Artie.
You
It
can
was
weave
very
some pretty
good
good
leaf.
stuff out of reeds.
No.
No.
Oh no!
Uh,
Wisdom save for
are you
Jericho.
You're
proficient?
gonna find out.
Are you proficient in nature, Gideon?
I am.
You know trees usually take like a week to sprout, so this is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
While they're
Gonna
kind of
say- He's gonna say, Tess, I think that's a mighty fine sprout. It's growing real fast, actually.
Thanks. It's a blessed sprout. That's why. Do you mean I must like the offering?
Oh. God likes trees, huh?
Well, my god likes things that change. And they said they want something colorful, and we're in a forest. So I figured I would grow something that would change with the seasons and would
I
have
think
colors
your God
in it.
likes you, Tess.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say. I hope that's true.
Gideon
I'll
looks
do my
pleased.
best.
Says, well, I think that's just perfect.
Thanks. It's my first shrine. I don't know what other things I'm gonna grow, but I'll think of something.
Jericho.
Hey, you say he likes colorful things?
Yeah.
Jericho, you
Oh, you got
woke up.
something?
I'm sorry, 1 second. Jericho, I need you to roll me a perception check, and then you guys can get back to what you're doing.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Nope. This character doesn't like
Jericho's
to
having
roll
a rough
dice
time.
well at all.
Don't
ever.
worry about it.
Yep, I know.
Anyway,
Fine.
continue.
You got something in mind that's colorful?
I'll come up with something.
Thanks, Velen. I appreciate it. What is your god like? Or don't you want to talk about that?
What is my god like?
Better than yours.
Ooh. Intrusive thought.
My god. And Velen is like standing there for a second and she's kind of sucking on her tongue like,
If it wasn't clear, that voice was in your head.
yeah, I figured it was in my head.
Okay.
My god is very invested in his followers making the best of themselves. We've had occasion to disagree.
Only because you were wrong.
Wouldn't be as tickled by a little tree then.
If it was a very grand tree, I'm sure he would enjoy it very much.
Gideon looks offended. Oh, all trees are grand.
He needs things to
Agreed.
be very grand. They need to be grand with an EOS at the end.
Well, I don't know much about that.
Were you upset with your god because you didn't want to be grand like that?
I'm not upset with my god. He saved me yesterday.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that? You're like a bird.
I'm not a bird.
I mean, I've never really... Okay, a dragon or a bird are the two things I got. I've never seen anything else with wings.
Artie, you need more experience with flying creatures.
I need sleep.
The wings, they're a grace of the bloodline. See, it's part of what I am. We don't choose the god. And I don't know if the god even chooses us. I don't know if he chose. I don't know. It's the blood. It's in the bloodline, and it's a gift from him. And he wants me to make something of myself, and he wants me to choose what I want. And up until very recently, my choosing what I want was choosing fuck you.
That's a hard question.
mean, that's a-
I didn't think
a
it should be
choice.
a hard question.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm trying to figure it out. He told me some stuff. And he's paying attention now. And I mean, I know he's always been paying attention, but... I guess I always... Maybe I just said fuck you because I didn't want to get it wrong. I don't know. Or
I
we
think
doing
it's hard.
something? We were doing something. Let's do it. Whatever it was. We were gonna go talk to a druid.
An owl, I think, right?
Oh, I thought the owls were a joke.
No. It's she turns into a snow owl. That's like her preference.
Druids turn into, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Specifically a snow owl, which I thought was weird because I haven't seen any snow here, so you're not really gonna blend in as much as you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, that'd stand out.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the point.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Fancy druid.
Should we go?
Yes. DM, can you say in that time it took me to work on that, can I have made something pretty small as well?
That depends.
I wanted to take my belt and some pieces of leather that I had, and I want to make a baby Bjorn so I can do
Oh
some
my
stuff
God.
while we walk.
I'm not carrying you around in a sack.
Okay. I'm gonna make you a proposition.
All right.
Okay. First off, I don't really actually remember. Do you still owe me gold?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Whatever the amount is, don't even want it back. Just if I can kind of hitch a ride today, I'm literally gonna fall asleep.
Are you guys saying this in person?
Hitch a ride.
Or like in character?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see,
they
I
are.
take
So-
out my little baby Bjorn, and it looks like
Can we
it's
just
got like
buy a
a little.
mule?
Gideon,
I mean,
laugh.
I don't got
like-
a mule, mom. Look, I weigh like
Laugh
30
kind of
pounds.
sharply in a way that says he might not appreciate this particular offer.
Okay.
And he just takes out 15 gold and kind of throws it down in front of Artie.
Oh.
As
I
this
will
is happening,
literally give you gold.
I don't need
Jericho
your
walks
gold.
by. He just goes, "I'm sorry," and he walks by and straight into the lodge. Doesn't even look at him.
Jesus Christ! Like, as long as no one's paying attention, I'll say I'm sorry.
Hey, nat one on the
Wow.
wisdom.
I was gonna say, did I even hear it? I did.
Yeah, you heard it 100%.
Yep.
Sorry.
So if you used your belt to make this baby Bjorn,
And some
And-
leather straps.
anytime you need to make a dexterity saving throw and you roll 5 under the save, your pants fall
It's
down.
gonna fall.
And
Mhm.
until you take at least a bonus action to pull your pants back up, your movement
Okay.
speed is halved.
That's not much.
As-
Well, I'm gonna take it apart if nobody wants to actually.
Well,
Let me
actually,
carry it.
as they're heading towards
I
the lodge,
mean, if you
Claudio
ask
will
Jericho,
look
he'll
at
probably say yes.
He's not asking
Artie
Jericho.
and say, there's a really strong guy in our group who could probably carry you no problem. I'm trying to find the middle
I
ground
take
for you.
apart the baby Bjorn and put my
No,
belt
wait,
back on.
wait, Artie. I don't know if I can lift you. Come here. Let me try.
My stuff weighs more than I do.
Let me try.
Let's-
Let me try.
let's
What's your
Okay,
cumulative
okay.
weight, Artie?
It's more than it should be.
You've been buying half the town.
About 90 pounds, all in all.
It's a big kid.
Tess, what's your carrying capacity?
How do we find
I
that?
don't-
It's on inventory on D&D Beyond.
Oh.
Wait, 6. And my strength is only +1, so I don't know if this is.
My carrying capacity is 385.
Where is that?
Jeez.
If you click on weight carried in the
Yeah.
top right hand corner, it shows carry
Oh.
capacity, and then push, drag, or lift.
Is only 180.
I can
Oh, I'm
carry
actually quite strong.
180 pounds.
Yeah, you're fine.
Carry
Oh, but
yourself.
you're tired.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
carry 180. I don't know if that'll do it.
No.
Here's
Okay,
the- why
I'm
don't
just
we
gonna take it
get a
apart.
mule?
It was
Like-
just a quick thing. I just undo
Okay.
a couple hooks. It's fine.
We
You
could
put
just
your
get a
belt
mule.
back on, you no longer are at risk of losing your pants.
Costs
Damn.
Like, costs
Look.
like what?
Already, look, I
30
can't.
gold for a mule?
I don't know if having a mule in the middle of the woods is a good idea if we're trying to be
It's
quiet.
about the same as having like any of the. It's about the same as having Artie in the middle of the woods. Come on.
You just walk and deal with your choices.
Oof.
Get in.
Oof.
Artie
There's
looks
still
down
gold
and
in the dirt, by the way.
Gideon looks
just
down
left it there.
and
Uh-huh.
kicks it around. He looks sad and he looks up at you and says, "I didn't mean to offend you. I really didn't. I'm sorry. I'll carry everything." And I pick up the 15 gold and I hand it back. Is it like a little a peace offer?
Says apology accepted. But
Artie
actually,
knows
and
how
then he
to
tries to hand
apologize.
it back, and he says, "Actually, keep it. I did owe you that. I don't owe you carrying you around like some beast of burden."
No. You don't owe me. I was just kind of asking as a favor. You're more than welcome to say no.
Well, and I did, but thank you for apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
God, this dynamic in this group is insane.
It's remarkable.
Claudia's
Hey.
walking to the lodge because her brother already left.
15
Okay.
gold. Let's go,
Let's
baby.
go see the druid, I guess.
Hey, before the three of you walk off after the Wolfie twins, I'm gonna look at kind of all three of you. It's like, hey, no hard feelings, right? She's gonna tap all of you on the shoulder and cast aid.
Damn.
You gain
Who's
5
the
hit
three?
points, and your maximum hit points increases by
5 hit points to your maximum hit points.
Okay. On who?
On
All
everybody
three of
but the
you.
wolves.
Everybody but the wolves.
It's fine.
Because they left.
Damn.
They left. Well, and also I can only cast it on 3 creatures. At
Yeah,
the same.
8 is only a 3-person spell.
That's huge for me. That's like a 25% increase. Can we see if they got any of that fish and waffles or whatever it was? Fish and
Yeah,
pancakes?
Yeah, we
take
should eat
breakfast
before
and
we
then hit the
go
road.
because
Uh,
10 HP.
so
Am I attuned to this thing, by the way?
yeah, you are.
Mhm.
Claudia, as you look in the tavern, you see Shelby. You see Shelby at the main table, and she looks over her shoulder at you, and you see that bacon is just kind of hanging out of her mouth.
I'm actually gonna go over to her.
Good morning.
Good morning. How is Thomas doing?
Better. Much better. You all saved his ass for sure.
That's good.
And Drenir looking at you too and says, "Breakfast."
Yes, please. The rest of us will be in shortly, I'm
All
sure.
right. And he begins preparing breakfast for everybody.
Shelby,
Yeah.
do you know a way that our group could be a little more subtle in the woods today?
The real question is, do you know a way to keep our scent out of Vera's nose?
That would help, yes.
Vera, huh?
Yeah, we had a talking with her last night.
Well, bath helps.
She says she can smell the beast on me.
I think she can smell your ass, Jericho. In all seriousness, Drenier's probably got a cleansing stone around here somewhere for customers. You just gotta get yourselves cleaned up. And, it'll help. Other than that, if you have any perfume...
Artie's right next to Shelby. No.
Any perfume, cologne...
I want to
How would
trial
that
and error
help?
this. Here. Let's try something. I am going to take out my little scanner and I'm going to magically tinker and cast it on Claudia to make Claudia smell like flowers.
Thought it already smelled like flowers.
It's been a while. We've been sleeping in a tent behind a lodge.
I fell in a river yesterday.
Shelby, I want you to take a few, like 5, 10, 15 feet back and see if you can still smell her. Or
I'm eating breakfast right now. Like, can this not
I'll,
wait a second?
I'll stand back 15 feet.
what are they serving?
Eggs and bacon.
All right, bye.
There's one thing that
One
beats
thing.
women on Artie's
One
mind, and it's
thing.
eggs and bacon.
Hold
Eggs
on,
and
hold on.
fucking bacon.
I will roll for Shelby. She is different, but there's definitely a hint of Claude's in there.
Ugh, that sounds
Is
really
it-
gross when you put it like that.
Is it just the specific smell type, or is that what I'm doing just not strong enough?
You gotta cut right through it. It's
Hmm.
you can't. It's hard to hide the scent of a person from a beast nose.
Okay.
Is there something specifically that your kind just doesn't like to smell? When they smell it, they kind of just tune it out?
Peppermint.
Peppermint.
Really?
Okay, I'm
Really?
gonna drop the one
You smell
thing.
peppermint, you don't smell anything else for the rest of the damn day. It's the worst.
Okay, Claudia, take a few feet back. Come with me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop
You're
the
not
flower
about
smell.
You're not about to make her smell like peppermint, are you? Because I will
I
leave
am.
this building.
Oh, well, let's just assume it's gonna work.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some bacon.
I also eat.
Bacon. How much do we pay for this? The silver?
Sal, you earn an inspiration point for catching that reference.
I'll leave it up there.
Say that again.
I thought we didn't pay for the food because it. I don't remember.
You pay for breakfast here.
Oh. Never mind.
Breakfast is 5 copper. As Drenier brings all of you a plate.
Junior, I got it today. Came about some money this morning.
Well, that's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always happy to feed my customers that are such regulars. And he hands you plates of eggs and bacon. And I'm going to roll for Drenier to see how well he does.
How many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Anybody
So
who
three-
eats eggs and
three
bacon for 5 copper gains 10 temporary hit points.
Yay! This is why we
Damn,
come here.
The best.
Okay.
Fucking
Temporary
eggs and
hit
bacon.
points for people who have it already
I-
don't stack, by the way.
Yeah. But aid is not temp.
8 is now temporary hit points.
8
Wow.
Is, 8 increases your max.
Shit, son.
I'm going to give him the 3 silver pieces for the lot of us. I'm going to take a bite of it. And I hand him another 2 silver on top. You keep him coming like this, and I'll give you all my money. I don't even care. I don't even need to build stuff if you make bacon like this every day.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. It's another 2 silver.
Okay.
It's better.
You all have breakfast. And before you venture out into the Goldwood in your search of the Druid's hut, we're going to stop for a bio break here.
Good, because I gotta pee.
Perfect.
I know
Yeah,
you
me too.
How do you know that?
because
You've
you
been
always have
bouncing
to.
around.
Shut up.
He's out.
Yeah. I'm here. I could theoretically get up and go get more water, but
Mhm.
yeah, you want to fill my cup? Ugh, I didn't mean to punch you with my cup. Yeah, full service. You gave me your computer. You give me water.
Amazing. So affordable too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you reach over your shoulder to not spill water.
Well, you know I'm probably gonna spill water anyway.
Sure.
He has been so sweet. Sleeping on that chair. He's gonna be such a pest at like an hour from now. He's gonna just be everywhere. Yeah, I know you know I'm talking about you. I can see your twitchy ear.
Sal, your god is so bitchy. I love it.
Yeah. He was a former PC that became a god.
Oh, really?
Not mine. But I knew the PC, and so when I wanted to make a shitty Azamar, I wanted to make a shitty Azamar bait that was his bloodline because I thought it was funny.
That's incredible. Is this a game that you played in?
Yeah, my character also became a god at the end of that campaign, but she's a different god.
Amazing.
So that was Viella. Whose accent I can no longer do. I did it for like a year and a half, and now I'm like, how do I make those sounds? I can't.
Seems about right. I'm very excited to be in a campaign where there is the prospect of godhood at the end. That's very cool.
Well, it has to. That one was pretty unique because it was the. There was an old god that like sacrificed itself so that we could take over its base, so that we could fight a god. There was a whole
Oh,
thing.
that's cool. Okay,
So
so it
it's
might
not-
not
it's
be
not-
like that
Not like
every time.
automatically there's godhood.
I
at the end of the
gotcha.
campaign, but
No,
there's-
that makes sense. That makes
I
sense.
mean, there can be like there's pathways where it can happen, but it's not. I think if every Amaranth campaign led to godhood for all the PCs, there would shortly
there would
be
be
a
there would be
lot.
too many gods. That's true. That's true. There would be too many gods. That's fair.
Do you need to hit level 20 to be a god?
We did. I don't
Nice.
know. I don't know.
You
I think
pretty
you have
much
to
are a
die.
god at level 20.
So the way you become a god in Echo's world is you have to spread your name, make great achievements, and basically have this group that follows you and recognizes you, and then you can ascend to godhood. It's very hard and very difficult.
I would like to kill a god.
I mean, that's also a thing that you could theoretically do, but you have to. I mean, which one? And how do you
That's
do
it.
that without, like,
Yeah, and that's another way to become a god is you
Throwing
kill
off
the
the
god and
gauntlet.
take their place.
Oh, you're talking about that, huh?
Yep. Like one of the little mini campaigns I did with Echo, I made a cleric who was an assassin who followed Vale, and I wanted if he ever comes back in an actual campaign, I'm gonna have him try to take the place of Vale, which is gonna be extremely difficult because I have to pretty much kill an idea. Like she was brought into this world by people just praying to the shadows to cover them, like pray to Vale, and she just
right?
came to
Okay,
being.
but if you're a priest of Vale,
Yep.
and you try to kill
Always the
Vale,
people
why
you
is she
expect.
still fucking empowering you?
That would be something we cross way down the road. That was an out of character decision that I'd have to formulate how it gets into the game and why and how that goes about.
Okay.
Never made it that far because he was level 5 when I made the character. I just thought it'd be really cool if like he ever came back and that was a goal I had for him.
Okay.
10 temp HP. I'm in heaven right now.
You might be able to take a punch.
Yeah, I'm still gonna hide.
That's valid.
Oh, hell, Frog.
What?
Artie is sad now that he upset Papa.
Oh, no, Gideon's over it.
Daddy's not mad, he's just disappointed.
Yeah, that's even worse.
He's just establishing boundaries.
This is how I was about to say. This is how we learn boundaries, though.
Exactly.
A good dad. That's his
Already
boundaries early.
Highly contemplated using the pity of Jericho against him to carry him, but he's like, I'm gonna be stubborn.
Literally, you would have just like you heard him say sorry. If you would have asked him, he would have been like, yeah.
Claudia
You
was
wouldn't even
hoping
had to beg
it
or
would help
anything.
bridge some gaps in their
Yeah,
relationship.
if you were just like, hey, will you carry me? He'd be like, sure.
I think Artie, even though he's like a wise ass, he's still a little afraid of Jericho.
That's
Fair.
perfectly acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Completely out of character. He would never admit that.
Right.
Help
Well,
you.
of course. Oh boy.
Well, we're good.
What
While
what
Echo's
did I
gone, I'm
just
gonna-
read?
I'm gonna sniff Shelby
Excuse me?
and then run away.
That's so fucking weird.
She
Yeah,
be
that's
sniffing
not
people.
cool.
She's a jackal.
I might be too. You
No,
never
you're
know.
not.
I
You
mean,
don't
it's
know that.
still, It's still weird to sniff people.
They
Right there.
call me the jackal.
Can I help you? Stop it. No.
What a sweet baby.
She will be mine.
Incorrect.
I'll bet money.
We
She's
bought
my dumb baby.
we bought a baby gate specifically so that Eve could like see out. And then the baby gate came in the mail today and it was bent. So we have to send it back and get a different one.
It was going to be our soft introduction between my cat and Sal's cats, but
Oh,
It was
but
bent, and so it was not workable. And I was like, really? We got
By the
bent
way,
metal in the
those
mail.
dice-
What the heck?
I was waiting on just came in the mail.
Oh, you got your baby gate?
Yeah.
I don't know what you were waiting on in the mail.
My dice. Oh, I said my dice that I was waiting on.
Oh,
Oh,
Legend of
that's
Zelda
Yay.
cool as
dice.
hell.
I think
Is
Artie
that for a
needs a
particular
baby gate.
character?
It's Legend of
No,
Zelda.
it is just Legend of Zelda. And
I love getting
yeah.
dice for specific characters, though. That's why I have 30.
I don't have that good of a reason to have many dice. I just do. I
Mhm.
used to buy them by the pound for the table, just like for when I was hosting. And so I have like a big fucking brandy snifter thing full of
Brandy?
dice.
I
Oh,
need
it's
to
so
play an
good.
in-person game. I still have not.
So good.
It's very fun.
It's hard to get
It's a little
people in
different.
the right area.
It is a little different than playing online. I think in part because everyone's just kind of sitting around the room and there's less likely to be cool visuals, at least the way we do it. Like I have a plastic grid map that we could theoretically draw on, but mostly we don't. I did make a map for our latest game, but we'll see if it actually gets
I don't
used.
have enough friends down here in Florida.
Yeah, I had that problem where my friends kept moving away. I was down to 2 locals, and then Echo and Penn moved into my apartment, so now I have slightly more locals.
Mm.
Can I help you? This is an invasive species.
Cats be like that.
It's true. At least she's not trying to eat my face.
That is true, and well played. And now he is currently like in his little bucket, little like hammock place, curled up and very sweet. He's very sweet sometimes, and then if he wants to play, man, if you
Man.
don't play with him right now, he will bite your face.
That's like him.
Heimdall.
He's been so sweet. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop where he goes into pest mode and turns off my computer.
Yep. Yep.
I'm like,
I muted before, so you didn't have to hear him tuning.
Oh, you did respond to me, so I couldn't see it. I feel like it's a good. It's reasonable.
What's reasonable?
The message I sent to Civic.
Oh.
That we may or may not broach at some point.
Aw. You're getting some excellent, interesting backstory ideas, but I don't know any of them in character, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, brother.
and just got much quieter for some reason.
Who did?
You.
Oh, it may be because my cat was rubbing on my microphone. Do I sound better?
Yes.
Yeah, it was probably Eve interference.
Eference.
Eve interference.
Really funny that Echo gave me inspiration for catching that reference because there's just a scene, and I think it was Men at Arms or Feet of Clay, I can't remember which one, where Angua is tracking and she gets diddled by a peppermint oil bomb. She can't find her way anymore because of the peppermint, and it is always what I think of for scent bombs now.
It's been a minute since I read any Discworld, so I haven't read either of those two. But as soon as you said it in chat, I was like, oh my Discworld.
The Watch
tried to
always
read
my favorite, but
It's hard not to love Vimes.
Vander Vimes.
The Boots theory of the
The
economy.
Boots theory of economics is so
the
correct.
Economics,
It is,
it's very.
but yeah, the Penguin is in the process of putting out a new set of Discworld audiobooks, which there was nothing wrong with the old ones, but the new ones have some neat voice talent, and they have like a consistent voice actor for Death across all of the books. And
Oh, that's very good.
Bill Nye does the footnotes, and they haven't released them all yet. They started with the Rincewind books.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten to the Watch yet, but I'm super excited for what they
It's
Wait.
hilarious because I didn't know that was happening, and I started to re-listen to at least the first one. And I just bought the Light Fantastic in the old version, and the new one just came out, and I was like, God damn it!
Yeah.
But now I know. Now I know. I wanted to go on a Pratchett binge anyway because I never read all of them as a kid.
Yeah.
So
What's a huge bummer, though, is that Carpe Jugulum and Jingo they don't have the rights to sell them in the United States on audio.
oh man,
And it's like, just those two for some reason. And I'm like, give me the books. I will pay for them. What is this nonsense? Because I own them in paperback.
Who did
Okay, bye.
Do one more moment, guys. Sorry.
That was Frog.
So wait, I can do when this says for the special effects for dice. I could
Where's
do a
Frog?
custom sound file.
Apparently.
How does that work? Do I have to make like a snippet of something?
Mm.
I want to for that ones. I want to go. Oh shit!
I love that. Yeah, you could just do a little recording of yourself.
I've been doing test rolls for about 2 minutes now and have yet to get a natural 20 to try to see what it looks like.
Well, that's good. It just means that you're saving them for
Yep.
the game.
No.
God, how many times can I roll this without a nat 20? I'm on like 60 right now.
At least one more.
Yeah. It's been like 4 more since I'm just rapid firing it. There's so many dice on my screen.
Mic on.
I am back.
I think we're
Hi.
missing Hell
Yeah, frog.
Missing
Signed
frog.
out.
All right. We will wait.
I lost the chat part of the chat. Come back, chat.
Yay, Hellfrog.
Yay! Back, okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We had to wait for the pile of 17 to reconstitute itself.
From the ether.
I don't know why I tried to make the Transformers noise for 17 frogs in a trench coat. I don't know why.
They would make it for you, so it's only fair.
Thank
Bro
you.
frogs in disguise.
that was good. That was really good.
God.
I wasn't expecting that.
Wasn't
Cool.
either.
Guess who has Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets ready?
Oh shit.
Nice.
Not me.
Not me.
Congratulations.
We had mediocre pizza.
Yeah.
Well, you live in what state? Washington or something? Every pizza.
There is good pizza here.
No, there's not.
There is. There
Never.
are transplanted New Yorkers that moved here.
Doesn't
but-
matter unless they import the water. It doesn't mean anything.
The
Okay,
water?
It's pizza. It's
Yep.
pizza, not bagels.
No,
Yeah,
I think
the water. No, the water's important. The water's important.
so. We have a
They're
bunch
actually
of
quite
places
good,
down
but
here
they
in
were not
Florida.
Postmates tonight, and my dad was like, "Can we go get the pizza?" And we were like, "We have game, Dad. No." And so then he was like, "Well, maybe Josiah can come with me," and we were like, "He's the one who specifically cannot." What? Anyway,
We have so in where I'm at in Florida, everybody down here moved from like New York, New Jersey, and South Florida. And I have a bagel place that imports the water and a pizza place that imports the water.
Insanity.
Incredible. That's what
It
you
is,
need.
and it's
That
worth
sounds
it.
like
That's what-
nonsense to
that's-
me.
No, it's not. It's
you can't,
really
you
not.
cannot get bagels here. I mean, you could get bagels, but you cannot get the real thing.
Mm-mm.
But you can. But I maintain that the pizza's pretty good.
Why does it have to be so elitist? I'm perfectly happy with the bagels that I've eaten here. Like, they haven't blown my pants off, but they're a bagel. They taste pretty good. I like
You
them with
don't
cream cheese.
know.
I don't give a
No
fuck.
bagel is gonna blow your pants off. Sorry to break it to you. It's a boiled.
It's
Donut.
a boiled bread
I've
donut.
been to New York. I've had the fancy bagel
When were you in New York with a bagel?
when I was 11.
Yeah,
and you
don't
remember this?
Yeah.
We had really good bialys in Portland once.
The point is, I don't see the big fucking deal. Okay?
You don't know the difference. You
You're-
don't have a certain standard to compare it to.
No, I just think I'm a happier person to not have a
Ah.
standard to always be
Ignorance
disappointed
is
in.
You are a
bliss.
happier person without subsisting within your father's
You've
snot
not.
grade.
You've not tasted the ambrosia, so you will never know.
But,
Like
But I
imagine
have!
Imagine a
You were
god. Imagine a god lived his life as a god, and at one point he's now reduced to live his life as a person, a mortal. That's what it's like.
That's what it's like not having New York bagels. That's hilarious.
I choose ignorance.
Yep, I would too if I had that option. but I
However,
don't.
if we're ever at that place in Portland again, we should get the bialys because they're really good, and they're covered in onions.
So you guys eat breakfast.
And we get to temporary hit points.
You get 10 temporary hit points, and you can proceed with your day as you wish. What is your plan?
We're
I
going,
want to
aren't we?
leave Nazik a thank you note before we leave.
I go ask for a
Oh,
cleansing
that's
stone.
sweet.
You ask for a cleansing stone. Drenir looks at you and he says, "Why'd you make a mess?"
No.
I'm just fucking with you. And he pulls from beneath the counter this large round stone that he sets on the counter.
Is it like a magic pumice?
Yep.
Cool.
And he says,
so-
"Press this rune here."
Would he know how to use one from?
Drenir's
Backstory
literally telling you
reasons.
how to.
Yeah, I know, but I just
Yes.
okay. He'll humor him and pretend like he doesn't know how.
Press this rune here.
Press it.
You are cleaned.
I would also like to line up for the Insta shower.
Yeah, you as well, huh? All right, give it a second.
I mean, Given the opportunity to be clean, who's gonna be like, nah?
Do all of you have a cleansing stone shower?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have
We
fallen
would
asleep on my
tout
bed.
the benefits.
I
No,
finished
yeah,
my food
given the
and I'm napping
opportunity
on
to
the
be
bar.
clean, I am all over that shit.
Okay. Artie is
Artie.
unconscious.
Artie,
Ow.
Artie,
Oh.
you want a cleansing stone?
Yeah. Give me a stone.
Come here.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to can be
I will
cleansed,
cleanse. I am cleansed.
which is basically the equivalent of the prestidigitation spell, cleaning you off.
Did we? I think we're a little low on some health potions. Do we want to stop and try to grab one on the way out?
Well,
or...
we're going to Nazeek's right now to leave a thank you
Oh,
note for shirting on him. So
I mean, I was literally just gonna
What?
give it.
Was there a shopping run last night somehow in the middle of the night? What? What?
You see
They
Jericho is
needed
now
to
wearing
get
a
a non-detection
necklace.
amulet at 3 o'clock in the morning, so we woke up Nazeek. He was not happy about it, so I probably.
to catch everybody up who might have been asleep, we found a mark on Jericho that implied he was being tracked by magic. So we went to Nazeek to get a block, so to speak. It's the necklace.
Are you being tracked by
Stylish.
those? Yeah, it is. Are you being tracked by those wolf bear people?
Oh, also to
No.
keep you tracked. Well, yes, maybe. We don't know, Jericho. But we also ran into Vera and Rainer in the woods last night.
Shit.
They didn't attack us and we're alive, so...
What
did
they want?
It's a good question.
They asked us to join them.
Well, we know they're
You-
recruiting.
Are you like
course they
double
did.
agents now?
No?
You said yes,
No.
right?
Of course not.
I mean, you don't actually have to do it, but best way to get close to your enemy is to be close to your enemy.
You don't want. We don't want them as our enemies.
Well, they are.
Artie.
Isn't this whole thing? No. I'm not talking about Claudia and Jericho. I'm talking about the Moonies.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
Artie.
me too.
These. Bless their hearts, they're not going to successfully lie to those people.
Oh,
I don't think so either. It's not really in my skill.
I'm a pretty
Set.
good liar.
Okay, well, let's turn you into a were-beast and then you can go infiltrate them. I'm sure Shelby would love to give
Don't
you
look
my-
at me.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were still here.
Wink, wink. I say it. I don't actually wink.
Wink, wink.
Oh wow.
I already said.
Shelby looks over at Artie like, what?
No, I'm gonna go take a nap.
No, you're not. We have to go.
Oh yeah. Do we want to get a health potion? I'm a little broke, but
I can't afford one.
Yeah, I don't think we have that much
How
money
much?
right now.
How much were they? Like 50 gold?
Money.
I spent like all of my money on
I
tattoos.
got 20. I got 20 gold on it.
Speaking of money, where did you get the money for this amulet?
Liam gave it to me.
Gave it.
I
So we have to pay him
explained.
back.
He's a
maybe.
helpful guy.
He is. He's very nice.
Maybe
Sure
too
is.
helpful.
I don't understand.
He
You
literally-
your parameters, Artie.
Here,
He
Artie.
literally, when those spiders came, he risked his neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here,
I for the most
Artie.
part trust him, but you ever hear of the long con?
I walk up to Artie as he's talking and I go, here. And I hand him 30 gold for a healing potion.
Okay. Who had it? Tarly's, I think, or was it?
The outsiders.
That's it.
Okay.
Back to Nazeek.
No. Those are
I'm
friends.
going
Go real
to
quick.
go up to Velen and hand Velen 50 gold.
We already get a discount.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
What is this? Pass the baton?
Yeah. I
It's
don't think
because
me and him
Nazeek
got off on the right
intimidates
foot. You know, he was
I woke
rude
him up
to
at 3
me. I didn't
o'clock in the morning and
appreciate
then he
it.
screamed at me out of his window. But okay, sure. I
You're a much
I
prettier
like-
face than mine, okay? So
I
I feel
am
like you
pretty
get a better
adorable.
deal.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Can I run by Tarly's and like? Wait, no. I want paper.
Yeah. Charlie has
No.
paper.
Charlie has paper.
I'm gonna run by Tarly's first.
I realize
Coming.
I've named the bookstore the Parchment and Quill, but they don't actually sell
They
parchment.
don't actually sell. Yeah, that's fine. I momentarily distracted myself. Do I buy paper there?
You go to
Uh.
Tarly's, you go to the general store, and Tarly greets you. Good morning there. It's always a
Good
pleasure.
morning.
How may
Do you
I
have-
help you?
You have fancy paper?
I have the
and, like,
fanciest
ink?
paper.
Great.
Told you.
I need fancy paper.
I
He's
can
our
do
guy.
that for you. How much do you need? They come in sheaves.
I really don't need that much. So the smallest amount of paper that you will sell me.
One
I
sheet.
can give you a sheet if that's what you need, but I'd have to round up on the price.
Just
I-
get a
I-
sheath.
Yeah, I'll get a sheaf, and if
You don't
I
know
need,
when you'll need it.
you
Always
never know
have
when
Now-
I need nice paper.
Here's the question for you: are you looking for the sort that wizards might inscribe a book with, or?
I'm going to make a very fancy note.
Right. Okay.
It does not need to be able to bear
I
magic.
could do that.
Do you want the stationery that's got like this little carriage and horses design along the top and bottom?
Sure.
All right, it's 2 copper for a sheaf.
I will pay the 2 copper for a sheaf. Do you have pretty ink?
I got black.
That'll do.
Prettiest.
Right.
Great.
The prettiest color.
Well, and I don't
It'll
know if
do.
I ever told you this, but I can do some pretty cool things without needing paper or ink.
And then he
I can
winks.
even make it.
Artie.
I can even make little fireworks and everything. Don't worry, I got some. I got
No,
some, some
Artie. Are
oh,
you really?
Yeah.
I don't want you to be my competition now. Here.
No. That would have been for free. I'll give you the 5 copper. You know me. We got a good thing going on.
I
It's
just
okay,
wanna make
Artie.
sure.
I want to do this by hand. It's about the personal touch.
I can make fireworks come out of it.
All right. An ink pot and paper sheet for parchment fancy is going to be
He'll
5
make
copper
fireworks
total.
come out of it.
I will pay that happily.
Here you are.
Okay. Speaking of, I'm more than happy to give you some business. Good friend, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right. Are you here to buy more junk?
Okay.
I don't have any.
Yep. No, I don't need junk. I need good stuff, right?
All right.
Okay. You got a belt?
Yes.
I
was
need
gonna
about
look up your-
15 leather strips.
Wait.
Give-
You want
Yeah,
belts?
I could use a big piece. Yeah, belt separate.
All right, go check down in the clothing
Uh-huh.
section there, and you'll see a whole rack of belts. You can pick out
Okay.
whatever ones you like.
Yep. I need some leather strips or a big piece of it. I can cut my own leather strips if need be.
You should talk to the Ends Watch then, as they do tanning, as does the Cedarkin Lodge. Why are you here?
Okay.
Why are
What
you
about, do you have a cane or a rod?
I have walking sticks, if that's what you're referring to.
I want like a nice cane. AKA a
I-
rod.
All right, I have walking sticks.
Okay.
Really so confused.
If
Okay,
you're
I'll take it.
looking for magical sorts of things,
No.
this be
Doesn't
the
need to be
wrong
magic.
place. All right.
Nah, no magic.
Okay.
I don't deal with magic.
Right.
It's
And he-
all talent.
I'm not sure I recognize the difference here, Artie.
You
but
like my glove?
it's very
made it.
confusing. What is it?
I made it. And I will like shapeshift it into some tools, some different sets of tools. I can even make it shoot like a blast, but I'm not gonna do it in here. I want to, but I'm not gonna.
That looks like magic to me, Artie.
No, this is talent and
Thank
determination.
you very much for your time.
Hard
Charlie.
work.
It's been a pleasure as always. Those belts are 2 silver apiece. If you're
Yep. I'll take 2. And
Alright.
how much for the walking stick?
3 copper,
Okay.
it's just
I'm gonna
a
give you a
branch
gold.
that we'd finished. All right,
Put
perfect.
a gold on
Alright.
on the table and I leave.
All right.
I love you.
Why you don't have any?
This
As
is
I
all. He like
I
looks at this and other customers there. It's like every time that little fella enters here, it's the strangest part of my day.
Harley and Artie is tardy.
Sorry.
All right. So Velid is going to write a very elaborate on this nice paper. She's going to do like her best calligraphy and write, "Dear Dazik, we're very sorry we woke you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for being there for us. You're our very favorite. XOXO Velen."
Yes.
Okay.
And then she's gonna underline her name, and she's gonna like very carefully, and then let's just like fold it into a nice card.
Okay. Roll performance.
Yes. P.S. I love you.
That's Artie's bit. I'm not saying Artie's bit.
Sometimes you just got to put yourself out there.
I thought we were all romancing different shopkeepers around town.
Wow. That. I was just being very polite. I can't believe. Where's my performance check? Here it is.
Oof.
Oh, now I'm sad.
All right. You do get a bonus from the fancy paper and the nice ink, and you make a very nice thank you card.
Oh,
Mostly he's just gonna be very confused. But,
He's gonna put it on his fridge.
we're gonna go to the outsider's witness so that we can try to buy a healing potion.
Okay. The outsider's witness is open, as is typical. It is back to looking as though it's larger on the inside than the outside illusion. Nazik is standing behind the counter. You see he's holding a mug and he's got slight bags under his eyes as he sips coffee.
Can lizard people have bags under their eyes?
They can now.
Yep.
As you all enter, he looks up and says, "Ah, welcome back to the outsider's witness. At the proper time of day for business. I am pleased to see you all. How may I help you?"
Thank you. We were hoping before we venture back out into the woods that we might be able to oblige upon you to sell us a healing potion.
I apologize. Yes, I have healing potions. How many do you need?
Just one,
I'm-
I think.
I think we just have enough for one right now. We're a little cash poor.
He picks up a small wooden box and he sets it on the counter and looking inside it, you just hear the ting, 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 and he pulls out different healing potions, checking how big they are. And then he pulls out a standard and sets it down. One healing potion, yes?
How much for that?
With the Endswatch discount, 40 gold pieces.
Velen sets the 40 gold pieces on the table, and then she just carefully slides the folded card.
As you put 40 gold down, Jericho will lean in and go, Didn't you say that 10 gold I gave you was a deposit for the next item?
Yes.
So can that be used here?
Of course, I did not recognize this was your purchase. And he will
That's
push
more-
10 gold back toward you.
It's more of a group purchase, but I figured it'll come in handy.
Look at you, Jericho.
Noted. Consider it fulfilled. And then he looks down at the note and he picks it up and pulls some spectacles from inside his cloak up and starts to read it. And he goes, it is rare to see manners in this town. I appreciate the thoughtfulness. As always, you are my favorite customers. During the
Oh, I
day.
knew you'd say that. But
Okay.
A silver.
Yeah, one silver.
so he gave me back. Let me look at my inventory really quick. I think I spent all of my money on tattoo.
You've gotten 10 gold back from this.
10 gold back, and I still have the 10 other gold from the 50 that Artie gave me. I'm just checking my inventory to see if I had any others squirreled away.
Any raccooned in a pocket?
Nah. Okay. I was thinking I just might make it 2 if I had another 10 somewhere, but I don't. So
Okay.
I can put. I don't have very much, but I've got 10. If we want another potion.
if you want, I was just thinking to just distribute around the group.
Seems
Not
like a
enough
good
money
idea.
for another one. Here, just take 40. Gideon will buy another one if Nazik has it.
There's more tinkling, and he says, "Yes, I have an additional healing potion."
All right, thank you very much. And he'll take it and he will hand it to Velen.
Oh, thanks.
I've got one already, so there you go.
Yeah, I had one, and then stuff happened. So, yeah, I think
hope
that's.
you are not all buying these potions to go get yourself injured. Maybe be careful,
He
We'll
does
try.
care.
Corpses
We got
make
tricks.
terrible return customers.
Very true. All right.
Okay. We all ready?
That's all I got.
Anything
So I'm
else
gonna
anybody
give-
else wants to distract the game with?
I will give the 20 gold back.
Okay.
Artie.
Artie, you have purchased some sanding paper.
Thank you. I'm gonna take 10 of the gold and give it to Jericho. There, I think you paid a little more than I did, so
No, that's all right.
you want me to keep it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue. I had to offer at least, though.
Right, so off we go to the woods.
Yes.
Much appreciated. And I'm now walking with my little walking stick.
Do you
Twice your size, because it's for a person.
do? Hold on.
Do
I could whittle it once we have some time. I got the
doobie-doobie-doo.
knife.
Okay.
You got to sleep once you got time.
Do you want me to carry you, Artie?
Yes, very much so. Give me a second as he starts taking the belt, taking another, taking his strips of leather and everything, and he makes like a little harness that is just like I'm on his back.
Anybody besides Artie and Jericho that sees this happen, you're standing out in front of the outsider's witness, and you see down the street, Mayor Nod just kind of looking and goes, tips his hat, and just keeps walking.
Right.
I tip my glasses at him.
You didn't see it specifically.
Oh,
You were
okay.
busy.
Yeah.
As you get attached to Jericho.
So I hand him the harness, and the harness has like a little reverse, so he wears it, and I'm just kind of sitting out the back with my legs kind of straddling him, and my backpack on it, so it just looks like he has a backpack on for the most part.
But
I'm
it's
just in
Artie.
between it. Yeah,
Okay.
But it's already. How much in total do you weigh?
90 in total.
Oh
It's
yeah, I'm
not even a
pretty much
strain
fine.
for you.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even slowed.
You're so good.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
still
I
carry
know.
another 100 pounds before
You
I'm
can carry
encumbered.
2 Arties before you're slowed down.
Oh, hugs.
What does Jericho smell like?
Peppermint now.
No, fuck you, mother.
Well, after the cleansing stone, it would be the smell of silver shavings.
Huh. Okay.
Ironic.
So this oddly metallic, kind of pleasant, carbony smell. It almost smells clean. As if sanitary.
Do you want me to do that little peppermint thing on you?
I
Can you do that
appreciate
for
it, but I
multiple?
think these will be. I
Okay.
like the new smell I have. Thank
Yeah.
you, though.
No problem. He kind of does like a little. You can't see it, but a little. Yeah, no problem.
I know Claudia looks very proud of Jericho.
Artie's a little suspicious, but he's gonna take.
At the nearest tree, Jericho just...
Just body slams backwards to flatten you.
Fucking Christ.
This is like just like quietly holding calm emotions this whole time.
Who wants,
That's
who
the
wants the
only
handy hop up? I know we have some potions now. Anybody
I
want the
mean-
handy hop up?
I mean,
I
I've
don't
had-
know.
I've
if
had
I
a
should
lot
give
of-
it to you.
I've had a lot of use for it.
Oh yeah. Anybody else? Okay, fine. I throw it to Claudia.
Yay.
The syringe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's empty. Don't worry.
What do you load the handy hop up with if you do load it?
The health potion. If one is given to me. Because I don't have one.
I don't have any.
Well, you just bought one. Or Velen has 2, right?
Velen bought 2, yeah.
Oh, well,
Look
I
at
know.
that.
I thought one of them was Artie's.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
happened
I
to
throw
do
you the
it-
potion with it too.
Because I thought I was just
Syringe
buying on his
potion.
behalf.
Glass in my face. Okay, I feel that, so I have a...
From over
standard
Jericho's
health
shoulder.
potion.
Okay, you have a handy hop up loaded with 1 health potion. Make a note.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. And then you guys journey, correct? Or do you have any
Correct.
other pit stops?
Nope.
No, I think that was the last stop before hitting the woods.
I'm going to be whittling on my walking stick while we're going.
Okay. As you guys are
I
making your
honestly
way.
thought you were going to take a nap.
I don't think. Actually, I don't think it'll be enough time, but
We don't know how long it'll take us.
I'm gonna take a nap.
You can start trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the question. Do you hold on to your walking stick as you take a nap, or does your walking stick fall away from your hands?
I secured it. Secured it on my side.
Yeah, I'm sure Artie's smart enough to know I'm falling asleep. I better make sure not to lose this.
He likes this stuff.
All right, one moment here. Hold on.
We're gonna go do the quest,
Holding.
guys.
That we were supposed to do 2
Three
sessions ago?
sessions later.
Correct.
3 sessions in
Nah,
later.
it's your guys' game, man. It's your guys'
We're very
pace.
distractible children.
Okay. As you dive into the forest, heading into the Goldwood, it begins to rain. It's not a harsh rain. It's not a cold rain either, even though it's late in the autumn. It is pleasant. The rain makes it almost more peaceful as you're diving through the woods. It's such a light rainfall that tracks are not fully swallowed by mud or anything like that. It's just as though the leaves and that around it are decorated with a mist and dew as you're making your way. Gideon, I'd like a survival check at advantage as you're the ranger, and you guys are making your way into the woods, and I think you're pretty good at this.
Yes. So I get to double my proficiency bonus too.
Oh my
So it'll be
god,
a +2. Okay, so 18.
so good.
18. The pleasant travel brings up nostalgic memories for you, Gideon.
Yeah, like the mist.
Yeah. It's you can almost feel your heart rate relax as you're all making your way through the trees. And the bright daylight that shines down on the canopies through the rain clouds, it's making it easy to make any travel at all. And you guys make really good time.
Hey, sorry,
Yes.
Artie.
As
Shit.
as the dice are working in your favor, Artie is robbed of a long rest.
Ah, shit.
You have to make choices in life, Artie, and you chose your
Mhm.
Infinity Gauntlet.
It was so worth it. I don't even care.
To be fair, I mean, yeah.
I just imagine Gideon looking up to talk to Artie for once because he's on the.
That's a rare
See the-
thing.
See people's heads, like the top almost.
It's like a whole different
Well,
world.
yeah, on Jericho's back, he's the tallest.
Perspective is a motherfucker.
Wise words. You should remember that.
I'll write it down.
Claudia is keeping her nose out for scents that would put her on edge.
Roll perception at advantage, please, as you're using your nose.
Doggo. 6 and a 9. Terrible, just garbage.
69.
Nice.
Yeah, just
With
hot
an 11,
garbage.
The gentle rainfall seems as though it is just enough to cloud any specific senses. You find the tracks of game trails and other creatures, but nothing more specific than that. Artie, you do not manage to take a long rest, but you do manage to take a short rest if it helps.
It does,
Nap.
but it's okay.
Well, I tried.
It's okay.
No one can criticize.
I made
you.
my choices.
It's true. And as you guys make your way, you break into the low forest paths. A place that seems almost hewn.
Question. Can I give you an inspiration to say it took a little longer for a long rest?
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
You can change the narrative like that.
Save it.
I'd like to change the narrative like that.
Long rest.
That does mean there's another encounter roll.
Perfectly
No,
fine.
no. Just
It's
we
his
play it. I still got all my
inspiration.
spell slot. Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
Simic said, God damn it, let me be nice to you.
Yeah. I just didn't want to have us to take another 8 hours to get back to town.
Oh, you never know.
It'll just be more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I need everybody to roll me a d6.
Everyone?
Good.
Everybody.
Fine. Okay. Cool. Great. That's
One.
good.
6. Hopefully higher's better.
Where's the 4 and the 5 and the 3?
Another 6.
I see 6s.
A 2. The 4 and the 5s never came.
Gideon. Gideon and Claudia.
Great.
Love
As you guys are making your way through the trees, and all sorts of wildlife are nestling up in the canopies, both of you are crapped on by birds.
Wow.
Just got clean. Ugh. Okay.
That's
I wonder
it.
if that'll help disguise my scent.
Probably not the first time.
A sniffer.
She smells of, well, like swallow poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Just to spend the rest of the walk just rubbing at it.
Well, that's what that encounter roll rolled. So
Great!
You literally have an encounter roll for bird shit.
Oh man, I lose my temporary hit points.
Oh no!
80. While
And-
traveling, a bird or bat does his business on random PCs in plain sight of everyone. That's
right.
80. I rolled an
I
80.
lose 15 HP.
It was just funny.
It is
You
fun.
didn't lose
I lose
Tessa's
8.
bonus.
I lose 8 and temp
You don't.
after a long rest, don't I?
No.
No.
Okay.
The spell, the aid spell, lasts a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm looking it up. I think it's 24 hours. Let
Cool.
me look it up. Nope. No, it's 8 hours. I'm sorry.
So you all lose it
All
anyway.
lose it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you still have the
Well, you got
temporary
your
speech
spell.
in the
You got your spell hit back, or your spell slot back. So if you want to cast
No,
it
I
again.
don't. No, I don't. I cast
Oh,
it.
you
Marty's
did.
the only one who took a long rest.
That's what I was trying to say. Not
Yeah.
to even do
It's too late now.
Well,
It's
Artie,
been
Too late
done.
now.
Oh, it didn't
You're
matter.
not-
You can lose the aid. Artie, you are no longer exhausted as you've completed a long rest. You
I think-
wake up, kind of,
it.
and as you wake up, all of you have made it into this kind of hewn, shaped forest trail in the Goldwood.
I dismount off of.
Do you do a
Sure, go.
backflip?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, big guy.
Yeah, I'll kneel down to make it a little easier on him.
As you guys are in this map, I'm not going to really give you any guidance. You're going to have to search for things. And depending on how you search or what you roll, you'll reveal things.
We're looking for Lilibel, right?
You are.
The owl druid?
Do you want me to just yell her name?
No, please don't.
Okay.
Velen, can you can
Velen?
talk to animals, right?
Druids, Druids don't need me to do that. They'll understand me.
I know, but shit. Do you like druids speak a specific language, or did they say what she was? Is she an elf? Is she?
I don't know, but I speak Goblin if we need to.
I don't think that's it.
You never know.
I am gonna look around for a creature that I can maybe cast a spell on.
Roll perception.
It's a good idea. Talk to a raccoon.
Oh, terrible.
That's terrible.
Well, it was terrible. I rolled like an 8, so.
Depending on how long it takes for.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Gideon, you are looking all over the place for a creature that you can cast a spell on.
Velen, you need to slow down up there.
Why?
You see underneath a broad tree root that pulls up out of the dirt, you see there is a small little tree gecko stuck underneath it, hiding from the rain.
Sticky.
So cute.
It's adorable.
I am going to cast Beast Bond. And
Oh, will you post that spell for me?
yes. I don't know if it'll work. It says it's friendly to me, so actually I don't think I can do that. Because it's just a gecko.
I mean,
It's just
Will it let
vibing.
me touch it if I try to do it in a friendly way?
Animal handling?
I'm trying to display in VTT. Oh, nope. That's not
It
it.
is.
Oh,
It
yes, it
displays.
is. Okay, good. Sorry. I think I did
Friendly
it like
to you or charmed
8
by
times.
you?
Okay. Be friendly, little gecko.
Give it a little bug. Geckos
Let
like
me
bugs.
touch you.
me touch
How do you try and coax this tree gecko?
Offer it a bug.
Bugs.
Have bugs.
Pick up a worm. It's been raining.
There are worms all over the place. It doesn't even require
Yeah.
a search.
I would offer it a little worm.
Uh,
Entreat it.
okay. With the 13 animal handling, the gecko at first is startled by your approach, as you are a human and it is a wee lizard. But with the 13 and the fact that you're offering it food, it will slowly, like, kind of, and then it will reach out and snap the worm up.
Does I
poke
try
it.
to just get no? I just barely touch it. I don't want to poke it. Try and cast Beast Bond on it, so I can.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling out the sheet of a lizard.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have an intelligence higher than 4, which I mean, this might be the smartest lizard in the world.
It does not have an intelligence higher than 4. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't anticipate to need a gecko immediately.
Came up with the gecko.
You're right.
Yep.
I did this to myself.
He's not wrong.
Curse my hubris.
Hubris.
Your
Adorable
creativity.
little lizard.
I love
While
it.
all this is going on, I'm gonna start to cast ritually cast detect magic.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it off in time.
You ritually cast detect magic.
10
Alright.
minutes.
Where did it fucking go? I saved this.
Oh no.
Type lizard 5e.
I-
Google
Like
search.
lizard?
I have the. Just shut up, Pen.
Just a
Say.
little guy.
Okay.
It's just a little
I'm looking
itty.
for a specific folder on my computer that I
Just a
can't find.
baby.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail this into
It's
folder searching.
this is my fault.
I found it because
I found a
typed
lizard in
5e.
extras. It has a 1 intelligence.
Here you go.
Again, I'm not looking for the sheet of a lizard. I
2
have
hit
it.
points. I'm just messing
Looking
around.
for a picture of a cute lizard, I hope.
It better be the Geico lizard.
It's
That
not.
Oh.
No,
Why would you curse
Good
us
day.
like that?
better not be. Gideon will leave this forest. He'll turn this party around.
Okay.
Oh.
This force is clearly cursed.
The Geico lizard is here? Yes.
Yeah. We're fucking out of here.
Okay.
They're on their own.
Where'd you go? You're right there. All right. There is a lizard.
Oh, there is a lizard. He's so cute.
He's adorable.
God. With an animal of 13, you managed to get the lizard to eat your worm. I'm going to roll a wisdom check for the lizard to see if that means that it's friendly to you.
That seems fair.
Yeah, I rolled a 12. The lizard seems to be aware that you're not a threat.
Right. Not to lizards anyway.
Or
Okay.
at the very least, not this lizard.
You managed to touch it, so
Touch
you
it?
can cast Beast Bond.
Deliver my little spell.
Uh,
And telepathically, I will ask my brand new buddy if he's seen a white owl hunting in this area.
Telepathically, you hear, "Oh yeah,
Mhm.
all the time."
All right. You have to hide from her, huh? You know what time? What time does she hunt through here? Where's the sun?
Telepathically, you understand when the suns are out, which it seems confused by. So during the day.
Yeah.
As opposed to the night.
Which is weird for an owl, yeah.
Mhm.
like, all right, thank you. And
Midway through your conversation, Jericho just yells out Lilibel.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you it was a good idea.
Anyone with a passive perception above a 15?
Nope.
Great. So not you. Here, off in the forest, like this rustling of brush.
I guess that works.
I tell the lizard to hide.
It's coming for you.
You've bespawned this gecko, so
Yep.
he crawls up your pant leg.
Aww.
Yeah.
How come
That
I
works.
can't be friends with a raccoon and you just pick up this gecko and it's just like, I love you?
Because he's
You don't have
injured.
Beastbomb.
Yeah.
Because I got it like that.
DM, would I know what direction this murmuration is coming from? Can I head in that direction?
Yeah, I'd hear it too.
It came from your northwest, which is odd to you, Tess, because it just seems like a wall of trees. Why don't you roll me a perception here?
Ha ha ha. Sure, my favorite thing while I'm recovering from my hangover.
Jericho, why did you yell?
It's been 8 hours. You're not hungover anymore.
Oh, hey, yeah, okay.
I thought it was a good idea.
Well, we're about to
Tell
find
him
out.
tell him
Twice
so
anyway.
light.
We'll take the
at that.
first roll because I've twice.
With a
17.
with a 17, you're looking at this clearing in the this brush that you guys are in, these dense trees, and you actually find a way through.
Guys, I think there's a way. There's a way we can get through here.
Oh.
I think this is the
Somebody's-
right direction.
Something
Gideon,
opened the
wanna-
path.
Come out front.
Yeah, all right.
I will stop ritually casting and follow.
Okay.
You're
Oh
like,
my God.
pick up all your shit. You're like, fuck.
I love that you have my lizard following me.
Of course,
Cute.
He's only my buddy for 10 minutes, though, so...
it's true.
Unless he
and-
decides to stick around, you don't know.
I mean,
gotta
that's
go.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, I gotta AFK for
Uh,
a second.
How did you get there, Tess?
Sorry, I just,
You just glitched through a wall.
oops. Sorry.
It's okay.
Now you know my panic.
I just don't understand how you went there. It's all.
That's how I
I
felt.
tried to move
Wow.
to the thing and it let me do it.
Where is this opening?
Like the Kool-Aid man
It's
she
this
went
way.
through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you said northwest. This is northeast.
Oh, right.
I
I
meant northeast.
didn't.
My bad.
No, whatever. Fucking confused.
Gideon,
Oh,
do you want to
geez.
lead? Cause
Yeah, let's let Gideon lead.
should we try to be quiet? Or should we just? I guess she knows we're here.
Do you want to be quiet?
One
Claudia?
moment.
You probably shouldn't hide from the owner of this forest.
No.
Or
Tell them
this-
that. Tell them that Solite,
I think
Head
it's
Ranger
Solite.
sent us.
I want to, take a look at this path before we go charging through.
As you guys are making your way through, Gideon, you see around the corner ahead a huge spider suddenly emerge,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
followed by another one.
Yep.
And they immediately seeing you begin to move quickly toward you. I'm going
Whoa,
to
whoa.
require
I
an
don't think we
initiative
should
roll,
talk-
please.
I don't. Oh God! What if these belong to Lilibel?
What? Well, then they can get fucked.
Oh.
They're attacking us.
What? This is
You
the
are under attack.
fourth natural fucking one I've rolled.
That sucks.
Today's session.
Oh,
What's
that's
going on here?
Terrible, honey. But I also rolled badly.
She's really just
Lizard.
shook by all the shit that's happened.
No, the lizard. I would tell it to go away. It can't fight.
I can hide in your
Although-
shirt.
It's got advantage on all
It
attacks.
It does have a +0 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
It does 1 piercing
That's
damage.
one. Oh, that's so cute. One little cute damage.
Have you highlighted over it? The whole picture
Cute
comes up on the bottom
damage.
left.
Yes, I have.
This is Gideon's little buddy.
Hmm.
If he dies, Gideon's gonna be emotionally destroyed.
All right,
That's how I feel
Velen.
every time my raccoon is scared away.
I will be emotionally destroyed if this gecko
This
dies.
okay. That music's a little bit too intense. All right, here we go. Don't need heavy metal fight music for 2 spiders.
After the last spiders, we might.
Velen, you're up. You're first.
Okay.
You can just see through the brush a giant spider.
Velen says, "Oh, gods, I am so done with these fucking things."
How many goddamn spiders in this goddamn forest?
They do seem like much smaller spiders than the ones you fought the other night.
Oh, good.
That's even worse. They could get in your clothes.
They're not that much smaller. They're still medium.
Maybe
could
they're really
still-
motivated in my
They
scenario.
just want to wear pants.
They just really
Like
want to
that
be in there
eagle.
with me.
Awful.
I hate it. I hate it. Thanks.
Sorry.
Velen rolled the highest in initiative.
Yep. She's
Wow.
really going for it.
Wow.
What you doing, Velen?
I'm casting Thunderwave.
Oh.
Wise. Smart.
Velen is done with this.
Okay, I'll
She
roll a
is so
save.
done.
With spiders.
You see another
Wait,
spider
wait,
next
wait.
to it.
Yeah, I want to get to the. I'm gonna finish my movement and get right there so that I can hit both of them with this.
The first spider rolled an 18.
Okay, so it
Aw.
saves.
The second spider rolled a natural 20 for a 21.
Okay, they both
Oh
fucking
man.
save. But I'm still gonna drop the spell in there because I did it. Where is it? 1 second.
Doesn't Thunderwave
On a
you
failed
get half
save, they
damage with
take.
it?
On a successful save, they take half damage, so I still do it.
Yay.
It's just a minor headache instead of force.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a
Okay,
good
you
roll.
take
too.
7 thunder damage.
And they're not pushed back.
They're not pushed
Right.
back yet. So
As the
like-
thunder wave comes crashing out of Velen, this massive wave of force rocks through the spiders, and all 8 of their legs kind of brace, and they just. But all of the rainwater and all sorts of wildlife just out of the trees all around you as you have cast Thunderwave in this very tight quarters.
Yeah.
I'm so glad my lizard is safe in my pants.
Me too.
Weird sentence, but all right.
Yep. All right. So,
Uh,
Velen, is there
You want to
anything
keep
else
your
on
lizard
turn?
safe? Keep it in your pants.
I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Jericho.
Okay.
So you
And
might be able
go.
to hit something.
And go. Come on, boy! It's rematch time.
Whoa.
That's my bardic inspiration. Whoops. That was the thunder wave. I
That
failed.
is an
Wow,
impressive
wow, wow,
bardic
wow.
inspiration.
Fucking
All right.
groovy.
Velen, as you're in melee, it's now this giant spider's turn.
Yeah.
You're done. It's going to bite you, because that's what it's got.
God.
That's a 16 to hit you.
Cutting words.
Okay,
So I gotta roll my die. 1 second.
you do.
So. Yep, it doesn't hit me.
Okay, that's all it's got. It doesn't have
So
any.
Veled is basically like, it's starting to bite her, and she's like, "Oh, you fucking arachnid!" It just
The spider
upsets
says.
it.
"Accurate."
Flails.
Tess, it's your
Lauren
turn.
is so obvious.
Yeah.
Tess, what do you do? The
Gonna
bards go first,
Run,
or the bard and the cleric goes first. Let's see what you got.
and she's gonna run up here a little bit in front of Jericho. She's gonna yell, "Lilibel, we don't mean you any harm. I don't know if these are your spiders. You could call off your spiders." And then she's gonna cast Toll the Dead on whatever spider just tried to bite Velen. I couldn't see which one it was.
It was this one.
This one. So she'll cast Toll the Dead on that one. So I need a Wisdom saving throw.
All right, it has taken damage.
Yep.
Its wisdom save is an 11.
And that fails my DC, so I get to roll a d12.
You do.
I gotta figure out which one that is. Six points of damage. Necrotic.
It suddenly coils up. It's like clenching up in pain and is dead.
Fabulous. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay. Next in the combat order is the other spider. It's still interested in fighting Velen because you thundered it right in the face, and it's gonna bite you. Let me tell you,
Attempt to bite you.
it's gonna try. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I need a con save, please.
Okay.
Oh no, we killed one.
That is successful. You take 6 points of piercing damage, and that's it.
Okay. That's good.
It is. Jericho, you're up.
So if I'm gonna go up here, and I'm going to reckless attack this. If it dies, the flavor is going to be I take my battle axe and swing it and come up with the blade side flat and just hit it and club it as far as it'll go.
Squash it.
No,
Okay.
just like
Oh, you're
Like
like
golf
golfing
swinging
it.
Like
yeah,
four.
like golfing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Go for it.
Tiger Woods it.
4.
That was the wrong thing, but are you shitting me, game? That's
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh,
It's
That's
reckless,
what I wasted
so
on?
you critted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
natural
Well,
20, natural 1. The
it
duality
has-
of Jericho.
It has 4 hit points.
yeah. I just gotta roll this damage.
no, you
Or
don't.
damage.
You have a +8 to your damage rolls.
So that, well, he crits, so got to see how much he does.
Yeah.
You roll a 4, plus 8 is 12, plus 12 is 24 points of damage. As you
Damn.
boing,
Batter it.
golf swing the spider up, and it is dead as it flies through the air in a crumple, its legs curled up underneath it.
Oh.
And that's the end of combat.
I really hope those weren't Lilibels.
Gideon, how did Lizard beat us in initiative?
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Jericho, the little gecko peered out from beneath Gideon's pants, sees that the spiders are crushed, and just sits on the toe of your boot.
I don't care if they were Lilibels. That was not hospitable.
Sure, but we didn't.
Yeah, it was kind of rude.
You need to
I
top
will
up.
be rude to
Velen?
anyone who sends a spider at my face.
No, that's what I
Probably
mean. The spiders
just-
were rude.
Probably
You
just
need a little top
spiders.
up?
What
You
was
okay?
the name of the lady from the head lodge?
So
Just
Light.
Solite
Just-
Moon.
Solite. Jericho's just gonna yell out again. Solite sent us.
It's quiet. The
Can I
rain is all you
Listen.
hear.
See if I can hear any wings.
Yes.
For-
Roll perception.
I'm goodness.
Oh,
Oop,
man.
Never mind.
Nice.
Not gonna do
At
anything.
20. Why'd you say, oh man?
With
I'm
a
just
natural
surprised
20,
that I'm getting such weird rolls today.
with a natural 20, it is quiet, except for you're right here,
Mhm.
and it seems like it's coming from just below you. You hear a horse whinny. Just a quiet
Below me.
Hmm.
Like underground?
from south of you.
Oh.
Below you
okay,
on the
that
map.
makes a little more sense.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck is there a horse in the ground?
It's a
What?
bullet!
Wait,
Run!
guys, I think there's sound coming from here.
But it's like impenetrable trees.
Roll. Well, you already rolled a natural 20 on perception. As you're sniffing, you are pretty sure there is something through these trees. In fact, you'd stake your life on it.
There, watch out. And
D-
I'll try to cut our way through.
Oh,
Roll
hold
an
on, hold
attack.
on.
Oh, well, if she says stop, as I, rear back the swing, he'll stop.
Claudia is going to shift so that her snout elongates, and she's going to take a deep breath for any scents that stand out to her.
Roll perception at advantage.
Fucking
Standing
hot
underneath
garbage.
Gideon
The
and
duality of
talking
Claudia
about it.
today is just
Now that you
intense.
are in this direction and smelling over the rain, you smell the tinders of an old campfire that's long dead. You smell dry, stale ration, and you smell a horse.
Is this tree climbable?
Velen, your track record with trees.
You
is-
can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to climb the tree.
Its
He has
DC's
arrows,
very high,
so she'll be
as it has
fine.
been raining.
Here, and he'll like get down and offer his hands as a stepping stool to give her
Let's do it.
advantage.
Oh, thanks.
If I can, as she goes up, I'm gonna kind of like try to throw her too, just to get her
Jets
up the
give me a
tree.
boost.
That's fucking teamwork.
Yeah.
With a 17, that does not meet the DC.
Ooh.
The tree is wet.
The real question is why Velen is the one who keeps trying to climb
As
trees.
you attempt to climb this tree,
Character
Velen,
arc.
you get about 10 feet off the ground with the help of Jericho. Basically, with the extent of his reach, you're up on the branches, and you just feel you can't get a grip on any of these slick needles, and you just onto the ground again.
I'll
Ugh.
catch her so she doesn't actually thud.
Hi.
You're trying to get You're trying to get a bird's eye view.
It feels
I'll
like there's a
start
camp-
climbing the tree.
an old
I thought
camp.
there might be a way through, and I could see it better if I went up. Ugh.
Jericho, roll me athletics.
I can start
Come on,
blasting.
game.
Anyways, I start blasting. Just terrible.
No.
Yeah. I
These
see.
trees are too slick, too wet. You do
Can I,
not think
like-
they're going to be easy to climb.
No, I can't. Never
I'm
mind.
gonna tap Gideon on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, you know a lot about trees."
No, we're
Yeah.
back to talking to Gideon about plants.
What are we? Gideon is a little bewildered. He's like, I mean, yeah.
Jericho just starts attacking his way through.
Wait. I got
Okay.
it.
Roll
I was
an
with Claudia.
attack.
Jericho!
Roll an attack.
It's gonna fail poorly. Watch.
You're using an axe, and it's a tree.
Yep, failed poorly.
Oh no.
It's a tree.
You hit the tree. Roll damage.
It's a tree.
It doesn't move.
Jesus! You just knock
With
a
a
tree down.
19,
Alright, I got something.
well, with a 19, that axe cleaves through the low brush, revealing
Oh.
a small campsite, and you can see there is a horse tied up,
Fucking
looking
horse?
startled by the noises.
I
Be
still have
careful, there's a
my...
beast over there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh god, him and his horse.
Artie, there's a horse. Just so you know, don't be surprised.
I'm in the back. I got
Claudia's still shifted, so I'd like
You
to take
also
another attempt at a
see-
perception check.
Through the brush, this horse that's tied down, it looks afraid, but it doesn't look afraid of you.
Oh god.
You see
Oh god.
farther into the trees, slowly, all four paws on the ground, a black bear is slowly moving toward this horse.
Yes.
Oh shit! Save the horse.
Yeah, is the horse
Run
like
to the horse.
secured?
The horse is tied to a hitch, and it is trying to pull itself
Charge.
away as it's afraid of this bear.
I think we're
How
all gonna
far
try
away-
to set it free.
How far away is the bear?
I'm gonna cast.
It's right here.
I'd like
Right
to
where?
cast Speak with Animals, please.
You can see it through the.
Oh, I see it. It was just I didn't realize I had to back up to see it.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and try to talk to the horse.
Okay.
Oh, they're gonna try to talk to the bear. Everybody else is fucking getting in defense of this horse.
I'm going right here, and I'm going to put my bear trap down.
Aha! Perfect
You
time.
found the perfect opportunity. You have laid your bear trap. Rue all
You see-
bears, you've come here.
Right where Claudia is standing. I guess that's the walkway, right?
It's not really a walkway. It's more like
Yeah,
brush and wild growth.
An
but-
opening.
So are you putting it where I'm standing? Should I move?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna handle this one thing at a time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So Velen, you're trying to talk to the bear
I was gonna try to
The
talk
horse.
to the horse.
or the horse. Artie, you're placing a bear trap. Claudia, you're trying to get in the path between the bear and the horse.
Yes.
Jericho, Tess, and Gideon. What are you three doing?
I'll wait to see what happens with the horse talking, but I will hold command on the bear.
Okay.
Command.
Uh,
the thing has to understand you for the command to work.
Well, I guess that's true. He can't understand me.
Well, if I see that Velen is casting, who's casting Speak with Animals? Velen,
Velen
right?
is.
If I see that, I'll run up and stand next to Claudia.
Okay. Gideon,
Watch
what
out
are
for
you
my
doing?
bear trap.
I was going to untether the horse, so it wasn't just.
Okay.
Stuck
Roll
up
survival
there.
to undo this knot, because it is a complex one.
Alrighty.
Velen, you are casting Speak with Animals. What do you say?
Nay.
What do you say in horse?
I say, We're here to help. We will protect you. How long have you been here?
The horse. Roll me a perception, Velen, as the horse looks at you, realizing that you're talking to it, and its eyes keep darting back to the bear.
Did you mean persuasion?
No.
No
Oh.
perception.
Did you mean persuasion? No.
Oof.
Nope, I had no idea.
The horse says to you, at least 5 sets, please. Set me free.
Sets?
Sunsets.
Poor guy.
We're working on it.
So if I can get the knot undone, I'll just cut the rope.
Okay. Yeah, you can just cut the rope.
Yeah.
As soon as you do, this horse is going to dart.
Well,
Mhm.
that's
It's
fair
what
enough
I
for
thought
him.
would happen, yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
okay.
wouldn't leave it tied up to be eaten by a bear if we.
Yeah, that's fair. The bear is still slowly, it's like sniffing.
Hungry.
Yes, the bear is hungry.
I set the bear trap just back up, just behind it, I guess, and lead it into it.
I can, that
And I'm
boat
running.
might get us. Oh, there he goes.
Claudia's growling at it because she's still shifted.
Roll intimidation.
Step back.
Bad. Not as bad as it could have been.
14.
Arrgh.
Okay. As the bear is approaching and you're growling at it,
Grr.
the bear
Oh!
looks at you and then just raises up onto its hind legs, and you hear.
Ooh, can I do something in response?
What?
What does that mean in bear?
So
Bears.
you let me use strength for intimidation.
Yeah.
If I rage, do I have advantage on intimidation?
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay,
and Velen,
so-
you speak animals right now, so you heard the bear say, "My food, get out!"
I figured. But okay.
So Jericho's gonna rage, and you watch as his face kind of morphs and this long wolf snout come out, and he's got long fangs, and they kind of drip with drool as he just roars back at the bear.
This is the last attempt before we roll initiative here. Go ahead and roll intimidation at advantage using strength. So basically, roll me a strength plus proficiency roll, like athletics.
Well, your intimidation is still pretty good.
Yeah,
but
your intimidation's really solid.
That's with strength.
Oh, I see. It changes it. Okay.
Yeah, I changed it.
So a 17. As you roar at it, raging, you make yourself look as big as you can. And in bear, Velen, you hear the bear as it recoils and drops back onto its front paws and begins to turn. You basically hear the bear say, "Right, sorry, yours." And just it leaves. The bear leaves and disappears into the brush.
Oh.
Nice.
Bella just starts to laugh.
The horse, as Gideon, as you cut it free, it begins trying to break itself away, and it's going to dash, which means, Velen, if you don't move, I need a dex save from you.
Well, I mean, I could tell that that's coming, right? Like, I could get out of the way.
That's his body blocking.
Tess, literally, you just moved in front of it. I need a dex save from both of you.
Oh no! I was trying to move out of the way of it. Oh no!
Oh no! Horse to the face.
That's who's doing the.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Yes.
Okay, Velen, you managed to run out of the way. However, Tess, you just get absolutely slammed by this horse's hooves, and you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch!
As you are
Whoa.
trampled as the horse runs.
Sorry.
I take a
Oh.
rock, throw it at my bear trap to like spring it.
It's
Okay,
fucking
guys. Just in case. You never know when you run across bears. It's why I buy
Tess,
things.
Are you okay?
Oh,
Pick
shit.
her up or help her get up.
well, that hurt. That was the wrong direction to move. I did not move in a good direction.
You did kind of walk right in front of it.
Get a little
Yep.
dance. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
horse was tied up for 5 days.
That
God.
is a little weird. I thought this camp smelled stale, but who would be out all the way out here?
I'd like to
Somebody's-
search the camp.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
help?
Yeah,
Just,
you guys can
just a
roll
little
investigation.
flavor before you guys do this. As your bear trap goes off from your rock, you just watch Jericho kind of jump and look back and try to compose himself.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't for you.
In case you didn't
Slowly
get that, Jericho,
breath.
the bear apologized for trying to take your kill.
He actually lets out a little chuckle.
I thought you might appreciate that.
I am going to search one of the tents as well.
I'm aiding Velen so that she can have advantage.
Okay.
Possibly someone who's better at searching should have done this. But
Not
I
me.
will
I said I was
aid-
doing it, so
I will
here
aid
go.
Artie since he
Oh.
apologized for the bear trap.
Very nice. 21.
Very nice.
Got all the pretty
Look at you,
dice
Valen.
everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, the advantage helped.
This. So this campsite strikes you as weird. With such
Yes.
high investigations, with 21 and 21, you guys find what looks like an old, well, not that old, soldier's campsite. You find rations, you find bedrolls, you find weapons. You find 3 halberds, 2 long swords, a short sword, a battle axe. You find 3 shields. You find 2
But he was armed
longbows.
for bear, figuratively.
2 longbows and 60 arrows. You find 15 days worth of rations. You find 10 days worth of what would you consider horse rations, basically, horse feed. You also find... What languages do you guys speak?
Goblin.
Go around the circle.
Yeah, Artie,
Celestial
you
and
first.
common.
Goblin and common.
Okay.
And Gnomish, hopefully.
No. I don't speak gnome.
That's amazing.
That is
That's beautiful. I love it.
Mhm.
I
Fucking
speak Common, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
I speak the same languages as Jericho.
I speak Goblin and Sylvan.
It's not a goblin.
You
around.
do?
Uh-huh.
Papa?
Tass, what language do you speak?
Nothing special, just Elvish.
And Velen? Celestial.
Celestial.
Okay.
And common.
None of you can speak this language, but the orders, it's a small book of orders, it looks like. And it is written in the geometric, sturdy hand of Dwarvish.
Well,
I'm
what
gonna-
in tarnation?
Do we know a dwarf?
Are there already dwarves in Endsmeet?
Sure, someone at the lodge can help with it.
You don't remember there being any dwarves in Endsmeet. Durden the Illustrator is a dwarf, but other
That's
than
true. He's gone.
that, he's
Do we know what kind of military presence hangs around these parts of the world?
around Arbara and Endsmeet. There shouldn't really be any.
Is there any sort of indication of like clothing, of sigils, of emblems?
Yeah, what's your education on military history there, Claudia?
Whatever I've overheard as a child.
I don't
I can
believe
spot them, I
Claudia.
can point them out to other people.
I don't believe Claudia nor Jericho have a clue.
Can I do a history
Fair
check?
enough.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna ask. I know I don't know
I am
shit.
collecting all of these weapons and putting them in my bag of holding as much as I can. 2 halberds, 3 long swords, 2
Hey.
longbows, 60 arrows, 50 days worth of
That's
Right.
rations,
22, boss.
60
3
arrows.
60 arrows, yeah.
Anything that I can glean from the gear? About
Yeah. You recognize a lot of the symbolism and insignia in the coat of arms of Aurelian soldiers.
Aurelia.
Royal
Huh.
soldiers, straight out of Augur City.
Oh, so this is some nice
That's-
shit, huh?
Oh,
Pretty
shit.
far.
Aurelian
Can
royalty.
I roll history for this?
Yes,
This
you
is
could.
an out of character question, but how far is that from here?
Well,
If you
let's
look
take
at
a
the
look
map-
at the world map.
Let's go to the map, guys.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Wow.
Did you say 3 long swords or short swords?
I think I heard short
Long-
swords.
Both.
There's
No.
3 halberds, 2 long swords, 3 short swords.
Okay.
So here's Augur City up here, and here's us.
Endsmeet is down here,
Yeah.
and we're
Wait,
in the
wait.
Goldwood.
We're over here in the Goldwood.
Where was
yeah.
Augur City? Can you ping it again?
up here.
Up here.
Okay.
So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 hexes, 550 miles.
Oh boy. Okay.
So far
Long
from
journey
home, but
from
not all the
home.
way
Oh.
across the world.
Is the
Well-
tattoo guy still here? He was a dwarf.
He rode
was.
out last night.
Shit.
Yeah.
But we should still take this back
Yeah.
to the lot. I mean,
As I'm putting all of these weapons into my bag of holding.
Yeah. They're not in the best shape. A lot of them look like they've been sitting out in the weather for quite a while.
I'll take
5
it.
days or longer.
About 5 days, roughly. Maybe a week. The halberds in particular, their heads look like they've rusted as if they weren't very well cared for. The long swords are in scabbards, so they seem pretty clean. But the short swords, they were just in canvas sheaths, and they look like they've rusted as well.
Can I?
Anything? Yeah, I was
Sorry,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
anything special to it or just basic ass.
They don't seem magical to you. Magic weapons don't generally care about weather, and these weapons
Yeah.
certainly do. They look like they're well made. They just don't look like they've been tended to.
Can I
Uh,
sniff around for
I
like
don't know if it was.
Actually, one moment, please. One of the longbows does not show any signs of wear.
Oh, it's magic.
I am going to, after I get everything in, you guys mind if I take like 10 minutes just to see if any of this shit is powerful? I got a
That's
scanner.
fine. We're
I
kind of
just
trying to
gotta
figure out what
tune it.
happened here.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start
what was
ritually
Tessa's history check for?
I rolled history because these people are from my hometown,
Oh,
and so
you got nat
I
20.
asked if I could roll history.
Yes, you
but
could.
I
What
wasn't
did you roll
sure
on
we were
that?
there yet. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
For a flat 20.
Yeah, there is a. Hold on a second here. I'm sorry. One moment, please.
You're all good.
Okay. With a natural 20 for a total of 20. Okay. You are from this area. You're very familiar with this region and these sorts of military types that will be wearing this sort of equipment. But you catch something that others wouldn't because you're from there. None of them are wearing... I'm sorry. None of the equipment seems to mark the gold cloaks, which is usually the military service around Augur City. You believe this is a mercenary company out of Augur City. Not official.
Any sort of. So they're mercenary and they're not official.
Correct.
They're not sanctioned.
Yeah. Well, that you don't know. You're
Yeah.
pretty sure they're not, like, official military.
Yeah. Whoever these people were, I don't think they were here because the government wanted them to be here. That's strange. They were on some
Can I-
specific kind of mission.
Look around the campsite for signs of a struggle, signs of blood, signs of a quick retreat.
I'm going to save you the trouble because it's been raining and weathered over several
enough.
days. There's no signs of anything here.
That's fine.
This is a little more scary than I thought it was. If this is a mercenary group, what I've seen from mercenaries, they're pretty fucking skilled, especially in small groups. So if there's a whole mercenary band,
Ooh, Gideon
missing.
laughs again, like laughs. He's like, "What do you think we are, Artie?"
well, I would at least say we're mercenaries. Mercenaries are more so, shit, we're mercenaries, aren't
we're
we?
swords for hire.
Holy shit, it just clicked. I was gonna say mercenaries are people who do jobs for other people for money, usually killing things, and that's fucking what we've
Yep,
been
that's
doing.
what we're doing.
Holy
So-
Alright.
shit.
So they're
But
not
this
as
camp
skilled
has
as
been
we thought they
abandoned
were.
for 5 days, according to the horse.
I'm a badass.
Artie's dreams come true.
I'm a
Um, which means that something happened to these people.
And there was an approximation of gear for 3-ish people.
Much more than
No,
that.
it's more like 5 or 6 people.
Okay. Well, as far as sleeping arrangements go, how many beds were there? That'll
Each of those small tents has one bed. The larger tent has what looks like maybe 3 or 4, but they've been kind of dissolved by mud water and rainwater.
Sure. Okay. So more 7-ish people.
Let
That's a
me
lot of
know
people.
whenever it's been 10 minutes and I'm done with detect magic.
Oh, yeah,
Cleans
you're detecting
that
magic
bow.
on the bow.
On everything, just in general.
Hold on a second.
Before I
I
finally
would like to
put
throw it
everything
out
in the
there
bag.
already that I can use a bow.
Okay. Yeah. I ain't got no problem with that. Anybody wants
You
any of this
also
shit,
got
let
the
me
plus
know.
one
I'm
long,
just
the
stashing it.
plus one sword too. So
It's true. Can
I
you use
can
bow?
make you stuff. So I've been having this idea.
Jericho, if your dex
I
is
gotta-
higher than mine, I'm happily give you the bow.
can't shoot a bow.
Well, there you go.
So
I can shoot a crossbow.
I look over at Gideon.
Gideon
With
can't
a
shoot
detect
bow.
magic, this
Can or can't?
longbow after 10 minutes, this longbow gleams of evocation magic.
Ooh, this is some fancy
Blasty
shit
boy.
right here.
For Blasty boy.
It's a
Everything. I don't get any pings from any of the other pieces. Okay, cool. Well, all this other stuff is pretty much junk, but this is up for grabs if anybody needs a new bow. This is definitely popping with some forceful magic.
I mean, Gideon carries a bow, you would
Oh
notice.
shit! Yeah.
But he would be like, well, no, if Claudia wants it, go ahead.
Yeah,
I mean,
whoever wants it.
I have a
think
magic
it's-
bow, but it's just more accurate than a regular bow.
+1.
Oh, you got a
You
magic
already have
bow?
a magic bow?
I could give it to Gideon and take the boomy one, or if he really wants the evocation bow, I'll give it to him. You know.
I don't have a magic bow.
Wait, you have a +1 bow and +1 sword?
The hell do
I
you got
Well,
a bow?
how? Where did you? What?
I don't have a +1 anything.
No,
How do you have a
either.
+1?
How do you have a? I
fucking-
don't think you have a plus 1 longbow.
I do. It's in my inventory. I think
Where
we
did you
started
get
with
it?
a magic item, didn't we?
No,
No,
you didn't.
we're level 1.
Where the fuck did this +1 bow come from?
I don't know.
You got so you got
gift
two
of the god.
magic items.
You
I,
have.
I guess
have
I
a
just I
plus-
don't have a +1 bow.
You don't. You have a plus 1
spent-
longsword.
I don't know.
Right, which we
Oh,
got
I
on
think I meant to
camera.
put longsword, but I typed bow because I
Bow
didn't
stuff.
have the +1 longsword in my inventory. Okay, problem
Okay.
solved, guys. I have a +1 longsword and nothing else, but I do have a
Okay.
regular bow.
That makes
Yeah.
more
Sorry.
sense.
Plus for
Boulder
you,
parchment shears for this?
well, I'm just gonna look at Claudia and I'm just gonna go.
No.
Your combat style suits a sword more than a bow. I feel like Gideon could help with the bow
Well-
better.
To be fair, so does mine, but I am skilled with the bow.
Well, then
I give
Boulder
the bow
Parchment
to
Shears
Gideon.
it is.
It's fine. Gideon can.
Nope.
Okay.
I give the bow to Gideon.
Gideon, you are holding a magical bow. You don't know anything about it.
Yep.
It's a
But I
boomy
got
bow.
a
Do
bow.
you want me to
No,
Can
no
you?
offense, Claudia.
That's
I
fine.
can cast identify on it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Um,
he uses a bow.
it's
you know,
it's
so-
I have a
I-
bow too. It's just not magical like I thought it was.
so this says
allow
that I
me
can.
to describe the bow first.
yes, yay.
Well- Yes, yay.
This longbow, as you're holding it, is beautiful. Its limbs are hewn of snakewood, which means that the wood appears as though it is actually covered in scales made of grain of the wood itself. It's bound and mounted with an oiled rainbow stone grip and arrow rest. There is no visible string, but the bow is constantly bent as though there is one.
Gideon is turning it over in his hands, like reverently. He's like, this is amazing. What? Where's the?
Well, Tess is really attracted to the rainbow colors, like laying it
No.
on over.
This my spell thing says that I can cast identify as a ritual.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll take 11 minutes, which is fine.
Okay.
Claudia's
I
gonna
just
keep a
wasn't
lookout
sure if
at the
bards
entrance
could
that they
cast
entered.
rituals, but apparently I can.
Nice.
Okay, so I can cast identify as a ritual and identify the bow. If we want to spend 15 minutes while I do interpretive dance around with a bow.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what
You
I
might as
do.
well know what it does. Like it's. I mean, if you tune to it, you'd know what it did too. But you might as well.
Gideon,
Yeah,
I'll-
but it could be cursed or something. So I'm gonna
Gideon,
take the
I'll-
bow. I'm gonna take
I
the
will-
bow and do interpretive dance around this clearing in the rain for 10 minutes. 11 minutes. That
Gideon,
is
I'm gonna
how
give you the
Velen identifies
60
shit.
arrows too.
Okay, thank you.
Don't forget, you have the poison too that I gave you. Got like 3 uses of
Yeah.
that poison. So
Alright, thank
maybe
you. I'll
little
keep that in mind.
little dipski, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Dipski? What's that?
Yeah,
What's that
yeah,
again?
yeah. You just
know,
dip,
tipsy.
dip, dip, and shoot. You know?
I assume you're pantomiming something.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. I need you to roll. Okay, so you're eye casting Identify on this longbow.
Yep.
After 9 minutes, this,
And doing an interpretive dance. It's very important.
after 9 minutes, this longbow seems to be resisting your efforts to identify it.
What?
You can't seem to determine exactly what it means, or what it is, or where it came from, or what its magic specifically is. Velen, I need you to make a spellcasting check for me.
Okay.
Did you do a couple
That's
steps
charisma
wrong?
plus proficiency.
I think you were
Fuck.
supposed to spin when you did the little leap instead.
I
You might have messed
literally
up
do
the
not
dance.
have a spellcasting attack.
It,
It's
you
at the
just
top.
Here it
literally-
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's +7. 1 second.
You just click that.
Yeah. Well, she's not using D&D Beyond.
Oh.
For some reason.
Because I. What? Okay, so skills.
You can just use the die D20 in the bottom right, and then
Yeah,
hit-
it's just +1. Just +7. So
+20.
Yeah.
Plus 20.
D20 +7.
Amazing.
Not -7. That would not be helpful.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You know what?
right
I'm
off.
gonna sack my inspiration on that.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
fuck a 2. I don't want to do. I've been doing interpret dance for 9 minutes.
will a 1 suffice?
No.
No.
Don't curse.
Oh, that's
Okay,
better.
There we go. Dirty 20.
Don't worry, I'm not Pen.
Okay.
Only I have that power.
Power to curse?
Yes.
You have found an unusual weapon. You know immediately it requires attunement by a ranger or a druid, someone
Ooh,
touched
perfect.
by natural magic.
Mm-hmm.
Once attuned with this weapon, which takes its name as Dilo's Garden,
Ooh.
one becomes attuned with the element of the world around them. By focusing for 1 minute, the wielder may select one of the 4 primary elements to channel through the bow. All of the damage this bow deals becomes that element, whether it be fire, cold, lightning, or acid. If no element is declared, Dilo's Garden chooses earth on its own. This bow requires no ammunition to use. If no ammunition is provided, Dilo's Garden creates an arrow composed of the chosen element when it is drawn. If an arrow is provided to Dilo's Garden, the arrow is imbued with the elemental effect, in addition to any other ability the arrow itself provides.
You don't even need arrows.
God.
And then it has a bunch of unique things to it. I'll just post it. That'll be easy.
Do I know Dilo?
Roll a religion check.
Ooh.
Is that something a Saretian would know?
Echo, I
This
love
is-
seeing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's someone, anybody. Yeah, you know Dilo. Hold on. Dilo is someone
Out
that
of
a lot
character,
of
I
people
know
would know. Let's see if I can share this with community. Yes. Hold on.
What do you love seeing, Simic?
Oh, there's been a few items and like lore stories and things that Echo sent me for my thoughts on before like I knew anything about his world or his game. And when I see them pop up, and I just remember him asking me what I thought about them, it's really cool.
Oh, that's
Dilo
really
is an elemental Tao who became a god. So Dilo's known as the god of the elements, the basic 4, and she is neutral. This weapon seems to have been made in her image. That's what you get with your dirty 20 on Identify. It seems to
Very
cut
cool.
through the veil that was protecting it.
This is a very powerful bow.
I mean, mean,
This is not the kind of thing that someone would leave in the forest on purpose.
well,
I wonder what happened to these people.
I mean, I imagine they're probably dead or taken.
Might have pissed
Taken,
off
maybe.
Dilo.
Why are there no bones? Wouldn't there be bones?
Maybe
Well.
pissed off Lilibel.
Or maybe had to flee, or
Or the Moonies.
Got
Claudia's
lured
been
away.
spending this entire time for the interpretive dance, keeping tabs on the opening to this clearing, by the way.
gosh.
There's one thing I know. If somebody has something this nice, they're not leaving it behind willingly.
One other thing from your identify. You know that Dilo's garden grows as the wielder does.
It gets powerfuler. Powerfuler.
More powerful.
Powerfuler.
You have to. You
Aren't
have
you
to
an
be touched
English
by
major?
nature. We have to be touched by nature to use it, and it will grow with you if you link to it.
Does that mean it'll like grow into your skin like a real tree does?
I don't
hope
think
not.
that's how that works.
Fucking
It
trees
just
you
grows
go
in
around.
power. It does not literally grow in growing.
What
Use
kind
the-
of trees have you encountered?
I'm from
that
a very
grow into
terrible place, actually.
you? Jesus.
Have you ever cut a tree and watched it bleed blood?
No.
Most people
What the
call it maple
fuck?
syrup.
No, but I've also never had a tree grow into somebody.
Anyway, I think Gideon, that you're the only one among us who could use it, and I think that you should take it and
Fuck
do
you.
honor to Dilo with it.
When I fucking out of character, when I made this fucking item for this campaign, I didn't expect there to be no druid and just one ranger. I was like, you guys are in the woods. Are you kidding me? Just one?
Well, if we all
Okay.
picked rangers, it'd be lame.
Okay.
We all picked
I don't
rangers.
think that
Wow.
would be.
Well,
Wow.
when
Not
I
that
made,
rangers are bad. I mean, if we were all rangers, it would be, not a variety of skill sets.
Anyway, I just was surprised because when I made the item, I was thinking about this campaign, and then only one
Yeah,
ranger. I was
and
like,
then-
okay.
Damn, you thought about this campaign that long ago?
Don't
Yes.
worry, you gave it to the one
Wow.
melee ranger that is in this world.
Ranger.
I mean, she could always sell it.
We're not.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Well, finders
Echo.
keepers.
No way.
Can I be hooting?
Can I be hooting? She says.
I would
You-
like to
You don't
try
have
my
ask
best to
me
replicate.
permission to
Hoot.
hoot.
Hoot. I'm trying to draw Lilibel's attention with my best owl impression.
I look
Okay.
at Jericho and I say, she broken?
Hoot.
What is that? What is that?
She makes random noises sometimes.
Yeah.
You just gotta overlook it.
Okay.
The childhood trauma.
Go back to filling
Wow.
my bag with all this shit.
Just because Tess is amused by this, she's gonna mimic your hooting.
Perfectly.
Yes.
What is happening right now?
Wow, you're really good at that.
I
It's-
practiced a lot.
Hooting or sounding like me?
I just impressions.
Insight check.
Okay, roll an insight check.
I'm not good at this. 10.
I mean,
Wow,
yeah,
that's really cool.
she did. She does all the time.
Why? Okay, so roll a with your hoot. Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
It's not a good. It's apparently not a good impression.
Double nat 20s.
Oof. No, it's just garbage. Hot, boiling garbage.
Yeah,
mean-
you're making owl noises.
She's not coming, guys. Should we keep going?
Lilibel, I'm gonna say this out loud. Lilibel, this is a pretty powerful bow, and they said you need a nature person. We're not taking your shit, are you? Because if it's yours, just let us know. We'll give it to you. We're friends. I just say that out loud.
Do I know any songs about Dilo?
I'm sure you do. Dilo's a very popular god.
I'm gonna play one.
Artie, roll a persuasion.
Okay, one second.
Our best talker in the group.
Right. I'm gonna play a song about Dilo.
I am going to
On my
persuade you. It's a straight roll. 16.
Oh, not bad.
Hey, it's not bad.
Plus nothing is 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, that thing's so cool.
Dropping out of the tree.
Oh, God.
At you all.
She was watching
is
us.
not an owl, but is a halfling woman.
Still play the song.
Okay. And as she is looking at all of you, she says, "Well, I'm glad you're not taking my shit, but you mind telling me what you are doing here?"
Well, is this your shit?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Are you the Lilibel?
So I've been told.
Oh, we were actually sent here to come find you.
I know.
Yeah. Oh.
Y'all have been very loud about it ever since you got here.
Well, when you're that stealthy, it's kind of hard to find you. You know?
It really wasn't that hard. I just had to be quiet, and you all did the work for me.
Gideon
To
says,
be honest,
yeah,
I didn't really look.
he's real sad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
we're
nice to
real
meet
loud.
you.
It's a pleasure. Now, what
Sorry
were
about
you...
all the noise.
It's fine. I was alarmed, to be sure. And it's not really my way to interfere with the matters of people from out of town. But I'm glad you've cleared out this campsite. Had it been another minute, I would have let that horse free. But you did it before I could, so...
Inside check.
Yeah, what about him?
She left that horse tied up for 5 days. Another fucking 10. What is this?
Okay. Haha, and sit over here.
She's hard to read.
Ugh.
Okay. I'm gonna cut to the chase with you. You seem like you're a busy person. You got a lot going on in these woods. We
Do
were
I?
sent here. Yeah, you seem pretty busy. I don't know what your personal
I just
life's
spent the
like.
last hour watching you all goof around in my woods, so I don't have too much to do.
Oh, okay, perfect. With that being said, if you don't have too much to do, we are in need of some assistance. As Solite Moon sent us here, we are honorary Rangers of Endsmeet. I show my badge.
Not honorary, we were hired.
Yes. Is that a difference?
Yeah.
One
Okay.
of them means
We
that
are-
you're not actually them, so...
Oh, no, we are.
We have real badges. We were
I didn't
hired.
have too much of a education. Okay.
What
I
about
know a lot of
you
words.
two?
It's a bard thing.
She's pointing at Jericho and Claudia, and she says, "You two have a very unusual smell about you. What's your
We've been
story?"
told that a lot
Wow.
recently, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We're part of the Ends Watch.
And I pull up my badge too.
No, I don't care about that. Why is
Is there
Vera
any-
taking such a liking to you?
Do you talk to Vera?
Oh!
I hear from her every once in a while whenever they're trying to pass through my woods, and I don't let her, because that's funny.
I like you.
How do you know that she's...
I hear
She's-
everything, darling.
She's taking
These
a
are my
liking to
woods.
us. We
I don't know why she
we're
has.
lichens.
Ah.
Maybe.
Half?
We're kind of
There's-
likens.
There's no maybe. We just haven't turned yet.
Kinda like it, huh?
I really
kinda
like
like
you.
your style.
I'm glad
Another
to
short
hear it.
woman, and Artie's just smitten.
Well, I'm so pleased that all of you found your way out to my woods. That
Mhm.
being said, you're welcome to explore it as much as you like, so long as you don't harm anything you don't need to, and I see you haven't.
As
Thank you.
beautiful as your woods are, we're actually here to see you. So,
What do you want?
we were sent by Solite, because...
Yeah, you said that. What'd you say?
Yeah. We're in the process of trying to see if there's a way to get to the Moonies during the daytime. And she said that you would be our best help to kind of point us in the right direction or even assist us.
Well, maybe. But what's in it for me?
What do you want? I got a lot of stuff. I start to put
I
my
don't
phone
need
down
your
and
I
I
don't need your nonsense, little artificer.
I don't even know what I have. Come on. I have
You
something
wear it
really
on your
cool.
coat.
Yeah. I got a lot of stuff in this bag. I don't think you realize how much stuff I have in here.
I don't.
Perhaps
what-
there is an errand you need done, or some kind of service we could be.
That
Mhm.
is worth far more to me than any trinket you might have in your pants.
You don't know until you try.
I think I might have a clue.
Yeah, you're probably right.
To the north, To the north in these woods. Something taints the trees. There's been a ritual and I can't quite find it. As no creatures can get close and the trees there don't speak to me.
Creatures can't get close.
They may be dead, I'm not sure. But if you and your kind, who are strangers to this forest, maybe you'll see something I can't. If you can cleanse the ritual, or find the one that did it and make them do so, I'd find this as a great boon. But be careful. As for what I can smell, there's something otherworldly about it.
What kind of otherworldly?
Not of this world.
Well, there's.
That's the
fae,
best I've got.
there's
Not fae.
demons, there's no-
She can't get there to see it. I think it's going to be hard for her.
If
to
it was fae, they wouldn't have stayed still, because they'd have got bored.
True.
I think it's fair enough to go check it out.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
Do things die there? Is it devoid of life, or?
It smells of death, but I can't see it. I don't know.
I see.
Because it also smells of new life. But not normal new life, so...
Something twisted.
Aye.
A place
Something-
of growth, but not of growth.
You hear everything in this woods. Do you have any idea what happened to the people who had this camp?
Well, that's part of why I need you to look, because this is the last direction they went. And
They went north.
So it might be related.
They headed north, and it sounded, by what they were saying, they had every intention of returning.
I'd believe that. They left behind some very valuable objects.
Miss Lilibel,
Mm-hmm.
do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Dang.
Sorry.
Goblin?
No, I don't have much cause for that, I'm afraid.
Talk
Okay.
goblins to me.
Understandable.
I
This
speak
is killing me.
halfling.
Like, imagine meeting somebody and they're just like, "Hey, do you speak Belgian?" And you're just like,
No.
"What?"
Oh, well, we have this note. Maybe she could read it.
I can't, I'm sorry. I'd love to be able to, but the individuals that were here were dwarves, so it makes sense.
All of
that-
them?
I don't know. I think so.
Were they nice to your forest?
Well, no, there was a horse too.
No. Which is why I didn't introduce myself.
I see.
Thanks.
I tend to like to avoid problem causers instead of making problems.
Well, you're talking to us.
Yeah.
Well, you
She
solved a
likes
problem.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and we
you
did
s-
keep shouting at her name.
And you scared off Black Barrel without hurting him.
Good job.
Oh, is he one of yours?
He's a friend. He's harmless. Hungry, always.
I know
Got-
someone like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that horse rations that I had. I don't know if bears eat that when it's horse
Bears
rations.
will eat
it's
anything.
grain, right?
Horse rations
It's
is
gonna
be like
usually
oats
like
and shit.
oats, yeah. Oats or feed, which is usually a blend of
Bears
grains.
will eat.
I'm gonna take.
anything.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna take, without saying anything, I'm just gonna take all of the horse rations and 5 of the jerky rations. I'm just gonna leave it in a little pile.
Dump them on the floor.
Okay.
Someone will eat it.
I'm just
Probably
silently
raccoon.
come back.
You're lucky I'm not a park ranger.
You got a good heart on you. You weird little
Huh?
fellow. You have a good heart. I appreciate that.
Yeah, kindness goes a long way. I looked up at Jericho. People
Well, it's
need to understand that.
Good thing you picked up the bear trap.
Yeah, I know. Shh.
Pretty sure she noticed.
With that being said,
Iron is
You-
easy to spot.
yeah, it's shiny. With that being said, you said you couldn't get there, or creatures couldn't get there. What do you mean? Is it like a physical barrier, or is like the trees overgrown to where nobody can penetrate it? What do you mean you can't
I'm
get
certain if I'd spent enough of my time to actually try and penetrate it, I could actually get physically within there.
it? I feel
But I
that.
have many things to do. I can't spend all my time trying to crawl through dead trees.
Yeah. Okay. Let us do the light work for you. I gotcha.
That's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
And we did ask if there was a service she wanted us to perform,
Mhm.
so.
Yep.
Or rather, I did.
That being
And
said,
I think
you'll,
we'll be happy to try.
you'll not find any wildlife within this particular area, so If you stop seeing squirrels and bits about, you're in the right place.
Right.
So free reign to kind of pew pew anything that might come our way.
What do you mean?
She
Yeah,
literally
well, I mean, I know.
said
I
if
don't
you
think
don't
she
have
understands
to, don't
pew
do
pew.
it.
Okay, no problem. We'll get this taken care of.
Look,
And I'll.
the creatures of this forest are under my protection.
Mhm.
If they cross you and attempt to attack you, they've heard my warnings, and if they choose to ignore them, seeing you as easy prey, that's on them. However, if you could just knock them out instead of killing them, I'd appreciate it. The forest will
Yeah.
provide if you're hungry or thirsty. Doesn't have
Yeah.
to be at the cost of game.
Gotcha. That's completely understandable.
If you get lost, you'll find my hut in the center of this area, and she points vaguely northwest, right around thereabouts. Or you could just start shouting my name some more and see if I appear.
Well,
Seemed
where
to work the
Just,
first time.
Wait, all of you said something at once. What?
I said, yep, sure did. Sure worked.
So,
Same thing.
also, make sure you pay your respects to Malil as you're here.
Malil?
God of the forest.
I don't-
Sorry,
I don't know
learning.
who that is.
Still.
Does my
gods.
little
She
prefer
looks
any-
at Gideon and says, "Why don't you tell him?"
Gideon just kind of like gestures with his hands apart and looks speechless, like he can't even find the words to explain why not.
Do I know any songs about Malil?
Yes.
I'm gonna start playing one.
Okay.
When in
As-
doubt.
Listen
Did you
to
bring
your
a bard
minstrel.
along?
Show tunes.
Anyway,
Lilibel, I have a quick question.
I'm sure you do.
You said that the Moonies try to pass through here, but you don't let them.
I
How do you do that?
fuck with them.
She's a bad bitch, you know?
She as she
Guerrilla
says that,
tactics?
you watch as the hedge of trees that he cut away close.
Well,
This is my forest.
so
It
you don't
answers to me.
support their.
And then another hedge opens.
You don't really vibe with their ideology, then.
It depends. Freedom is valuable for any creature, and they embrace the way of the beast, which I can respect that. They're just a bit messy, so I like to keep them out of my immediate territory.
They've been talking about us.
Who are you?
Claudia Amberhide.
I'm Artie.
She's looking at the rest of you.
Velen.
We really need a name. I'm Tess.
I'm here for the Wild Hearts. I'm just saying.
My name's
I
Gideon,
like it.
ma'am.
Seems a little presumptuous when you're talking to a druid.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. But that being said, I remember a reference of a pair of beast bloods. If you remember, I did mention Vera took a liking to you.
Yeah. How did you know it was us? Just a guess.
How many shifters do you know in these forests, huh?
I don't know any shifters.
Well, most are usually a little bit more careful about who they shift in front of.
These are my friends.
Right. I'm talking about strangers.
I didn't know you were there.
I know. But you shifted in front of them as well. And that makes you stand out.
Not wrong.
Should we be more
Maybe.
careful?
It may be wise if you don't want to be spotted the first time anybody sees you. Two red-haired shifters palling together with a group of, well, perfectly respectable individuals.
Is that shade?
Thank you.
Just be careful.
It's my middle
Anyway.
name.
I have creatures to tend to.
We have a mission to get to.
That you do.
Keep it
Again, if you need my help, you'll find me in my hut, but if you're truly in trouble, I suppose you can shout my name and maybe I'll appear if I'm not busy.
If you see your black bear friend, let him know I left a little song for him.
He'll find it.
Okay.
And with that, you watch as she steps into a tree and is gone.
Like,
Hell yeah.
physically into?
Yeah.
I say I told you trees eat people.
I can't even argue you on
What
that.
just happened?
You saw
Yeah. Yeah, you win.
It seemed like she wanted it to eat her, though. I think it's different.
Yeah,
It's like not the
consensual
tree
vor?
being...
Listen.
Let's not have that word exist in my world, please. Hard no on vor.
Oh god, I didn't mean that, sorry.
I don't even know what that is.
That's
You're-
fine.
Oh yeah,
Don't
Be
look it
glad.
up.
don't. You're
Don't.
better off not knowing. I swear.
The
Wow.
internet is.
Sorry, I brought it up.
The internet is.
I'm just a child.
He is just.
Yes, you
Sure
are. So
are.
stay that way.
Claudia Tess is gonna look at you after Lilibel leaves and kind of tilt her head a little bit and go, you know, you can do what you want. But I think you know already, don't you, that people are afraid of those that can change.
Yes, or they take an interest in you and it's never good.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's your gift to do with as you choose. Whether you want to be stealthy about it, or whether you want to be really open about it, so they know what they're dealing with. There's just different schools of thought, different ways to stay safe.
And on that note, that is where we're going to stop the session, as it is time.
It's late.
It is the time.
It is the time.
Back.
Oh, I just looked at the fucking clock. Jesus.
Who we RP voting? I didn't even think about it.
Time to think about it, my friend. As we get to the end of this session, we have lots of things that happened. It was very interesting. Got
But
into
look at
some real nitty gritty. We'll start with Dooch, as you are first alphabetically. Who do you think deserved their RP vote?
I am going to give it to Jericho again for the exact opposite reason of why I gave it to him last week. He fucking apologized. And there was character
All on
growth,
his own, without any nudging in any
Without
direction. He just
any
made that
nudging.
choice.
but he did it, and he stuck with it, and he's trying as a character.
He's a good guy. He's just troubled.
Character growth.
All right, Jericho. All right, Pen, you're next according to the order of cameras here.
I want to give it to Gideon for the little gecko interaction. It was
Yes.
just very cute.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask when we were talking to Lilibel if the gecko stuck around.
You lost the beast bond, but he's been on your boot the whole time.
Oh, I love it.
Gecko friend!
You have a friend now.
Gecko friend!
Give him a little pocket.
Pocket gecko.
Emily, because remembered Orison is a terrible name to say quickly.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Who do you think deserved the RP vote?
I actually also am going to give it to Gideon, but for a different reason. I really liked the reaction. Like, I mean, like, I obviously I wanted to see the baby Bjorn so badly. This is like all I've been thinking about.
I also did respect that.
But I not only did I not expect it, but I think that like Gideon to me is kind of the biggest question mark in the group right now.
True.
And I thought that like that moment in particular gave us some insight into him in a way that I haven't like. It was like a really like subtle but really like deep way to kind of characterize the character in that moment. I really dug it.
He won't just do anything for coin.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, and
What is
the kind
boundaries?
of like the throwing it on the ground, the kind of like he was kind of mad about it, but like also willing to forgive. Like it was really good. I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sal.
I was also gonna say Gideon.
MVP.
Big
It
day
was
for Gideon.
actually it was for our little scene by the fire.
I thought
He's
about
very-
that too.
He's very low key, and he doesn't want. he doesn't want to open up as fast as the rest of these kids, in part because he's a grown-ass man. He's surrounded by children.
Basically.
But I thought it was, I don't know, it was really nice. And I also, when he laughed and like the pissy laugh, I enjoyed that. That was in the other scene with Artie, not in our scene. Anyway, so yeah, my vote for Gideon.
Okay.
That's very nice.
Well, Hellfrog, it's come to you. Who do you vote for?
Oh man, well I was gonna vote for Dooch this time because of our scene. I really enjoyed that. And I enjoyed that he rolled with it and then, they made up quickly, which is good because you can't be mad.
Okay.
Well, he strives for
It
his
was very
papa's love
cute.
and
when
affection.
Yeah.
Simic.
Velen gets mine for her little thank you note to
Ah.
Zeke.
Cute. That's
Nice.
true. That was really cute.
He's so confused. Like, why do I have this note? What is this? Why are my customers so weird?
I want to honorable mention both Penn and Simic for how they handled the encounter with Vera and Raynor.
Very good.
Sweat on my
Yeah,
forehead.
I can tell you were stressed.
This could go two ways. We live or
Oh.
die.
In many ways.
I respect that Jericho kept his head.
I saw you roll for it.
I sure
Gideon, Gideon, you have earned the player's inspiration.
Aw.
Yay.
Well done, Hellfrog. And as always, I will try and get the YouTube video up as quickly as possible.
I want to listen to this one.
Unfortunately, I remind you, the first 10 minutes will not have my voice because my life is pain.
As
But
long
once-
as the rest of it does, because the last video didn't have your voice at all, and it sucked.
Yeah, I discovered it wasn't recording me after 10 minutes, and I was like, you piece of shit! But then I got it fixed. So.
Hi, come here.
Anyway. So, I wanted to tell you guys about this, because I didn't really get the chance to before. I've started doing this thing, and right now, I'm only doing it on Friday, but it's all my slots have already filled up. I'm doing one-on-one solo player campaigns. And I'm thinking about probably opening them up another day. And if that's something that interests you guys, please let me know.
Totally. 100%.
Cool.
I already signed up.
Yeah, you
I mean-
were.
I get priority
know.
because
Single player
he
edition.
says, I have this idea, and I say, okay, and we're in the same room, so it's really easy for me to get a slot.
What'd you say, Deej?
I was gonna say, post what time and date you're thinking of.
Doesn't
and
matter.
we'll-
The time is
Oh,
dependent
for
on
you?
the player.
The time is open. It's gonna be.
Okay.
Because it's just a
That-
one player and me. The time is on when the player is available, and each session is going to be about like an hour and a half to 2 hours. But because it's one player, you can get an awful lot done in 2 hours.
Mhm. Yes, you can.
Or can you?
Anyway, I'm going to be making individual YouTube channels that is each person's individual adventure. And
That's really cool.
the first episode will always have the backstory you guys write narrated, and then we go straight into your character's adventure. So,
Is it in this world? Is it in Emerald?
it's in Amaranth, yeah. I'm not making another world. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. This has been so much work.
He
One
has
per person.
an academy that teaches mercenaries in his world, and that's where your character will
I watched
start.
some of that. What is that? The Marigold or
Marigard
Marigard.
Academy, yeah.
Marigard? Yes. So I watched a couple clips of
Oh.
that. Some videos. It
Oh,
was good.
cool.
Can I, Deej, while we have you before we wrap, can I like make a prediction, because I think this is really cool, and I don't think like Tess would clock it, but I am curious. I'm wondering if Artie was raised by goblins.
I'm also
Because it
wondering
It
that.
would make a whole lot of things make sense,
Social
and
skills.
I like it. And
The
I just,
social skills.
And why he doesn't speak Gnomish, because he wasn't raised
And
by
why
them.
he
He doesn't
doesn't
speak
trust the
no.
lizard people.
I have
and why he doesn't trust the lizard
legitimately-
people.
I've legitimately told you folks in like at session 2 a good chunk of it already.
Hmm.
Not all of it, but
Maybe it's
He
time
was-
to rewatch a little, huh?
I
Yeah,
also
I'll give you what I've said. He was an orphan
Mm-hmm.
from as a
Yeah.
baby. I'm not gonna
She's
tell
not
any more
goblins.
than that, but he was an orphan.
I will
Yeah, I
I
was
say,
thinking about that. I was like, oh, he's an orphan. He wasn't necessarily raised by gnomes. I'm into it. That's so good. I like it a lot. And
I
I'm curious. I want to see more.
I
He's
love
an
the
open book. You
creative.
just ask him.
Yeah, I love the creative choice not to know Gnomish as a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
I'll-
that's really good.
Before we
It'd
lose
be weird.
everybody, I would like to point out that I think that everybody's doing a great job not speaking over each other.
Yeah.
I think we've really improved. I think
Yeah.
when
so
you
bad
know
at
someone
that.
wants to have a moment. No, I think we're all doing a really good job. I think if someone wants to have a moment, everybody like realizes that and settles down so that that can happen.
I do want
Yeah.
to ask, in the moments where we have the party split, how do you guys feel about the timing for party splits?
I would
Yeah.
prefer that
fine.
we were together more as a party and
that's
RP
fair.
more.
That's fair, but
Yeah.
sometimes party does split, and if
Yeah.
you know,
I would also prefer if we split up less. I understand how sometimes it'll happen, but
Okay.
Sometimes
I
it has
feel
to
like the
happen,
timing
but-
is good.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as having to differ attention from group to group, I think you're doing a good job, Echo.
I do
No, yeah,
also
but-
think
As our party begins to trust each other more, I think we are spending more time together,
gonna say-
especially when we're on missions together where we really can't split.
Yeah, but it
So-
does take us
there was like
sometimes-
a
yeah,
Sorry,
sometimes
two-
there's like a whole big chunk of time where it's
Sometimes
like,
there's 2 sessions where we're just trying to get through a watch though and not doing missions. So
That's true.
yeah.
yeah, there are some dense RP moments, to be sure, which I'm
Yes.
glad you guys are diving
totally
into.
fine.
That being said, I love you guys. Thank you for playing with me.
Thanks for running.
And
Thank you.
See
Yay.
you all
it-
next week.
is it Wednesday?
Is it
yet?
Wednesday yet? No, it's
Also-
not. I'm
also-
sad.